is there a way and it's just difficult, like if it's not your size to calculate or like add in the things, or is it not possible to figure that out?
I just don't want to have to pay money to do math. That's why I
Facts.
gave you my money, was so I didn't have to do the math.
Hallelujah. I feel that. Hello to everyone coming in. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about knitting and
Yeah.
petite knit. If you have any thoughts. But yeah, petite knit. The is she the one? I haven't been getting as much knitting content at the moment, but was she the one with the little scarf
Oh, the
thing?
Sophie. Yes.
I hate that scarf.
Robin, have you made a Sophie scarf?
I have not, and I will not. No offense to if anybody wants to do that. Great, do that with your time. But I'm just like, why are we, first of all, why are we paying for this pattern?
I don't get
It
it.
was the first pattern I finished. Um, and now that I know how to knit, I'm like, I would never pay for this. So I think for a beginner, it makes sense. But like,
I,
Hey friends. Yeah, I was telling them last night, eh, Robin and Angela, kind bullies they are, that I was gonna pull the knitting out of the corner and try again.
did you bring my swatches with you to South Carolina?
I did. They
Okay.
are in a tote bag. I have them all. Um, but we were talking, oh Lord have mercy. We're
please, Anna, we're in public.
Are,
we gotta keep that in the house.
are we
Oh
making Helen
gosh.
Keller jokes like it's the 90s?
No, Robin is our local Helen Keller enthusiast, and she found out
Mhm.
there's a yearly festival, and we talk about
There's
it
a
often.
Helen Keller festival.
Yes.
Mhm.
I
Yeah, in Tuscumbia,
India.
Alabama.
Uh-huh.
I had a very inappropriate immediate idea about what activities might take place at that.
Robin, give us a quick select. Robin knows the schedule. What's on there?
Well,
What
there's
panels?
musical guests. There's also a race. There's a race. Hmm. Yeah, whatever you're thinking, just know I've
I
thought
don't
it.
want to be disrespectful, but these things seem like things that should not be happening at a Helen Keller festival.
There is a Helen Keller reenactment scenes of from what was the name of that book or the Miracle
The
Worker,
miracle
whatever.
worker, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Um. Also, if you need
'Cause there's a
accessible parking,
parade.
there is a parade. If you need accessible parking, it's limited.
Stop it. Stop it. At the Helen Keller festival, every parking spot should be accessible at Helen Keller festival. There should be no inaccessible parking at the Helen Keller festival.
And they, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Robin is an extreme enthusiast.
You know what? I
I
have no room to judge, considering I just enthusiastically was telling one of my friends about maritime disasters this morning. So we all have our niche interests.
Yes.
Yes. But it'd be weird if you had like a maritime disaster parade, That'd be kind of or festival where you're like, I
Yeah, I
have
don't know
scaled
what
this
was.
down. You're
I'm,
like, I scaled down the wreckage and I have recreated them so you can walk through. I have
I'm,
sounds of what it sounded like.
I'm, I'm imagining a bunch of tanks of water and people have like boats, like little miniature reenactments, and everybody's like huddled around watching. Oh, that's
It's
so
like what was that
inappropriate.
game? What was it? It was like Battleship or something. The little war boat game. I can't think.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
Weirdest
my gosh,
things.
that would be amazing.
Maritime disasters.
That's so inappropriate.
Um, you know,
Oh, but Helen Keller,
Yeah.
Laura has
I
all the
think we should
knowledge.
all I can't wait until we all go.
where it's in Alabama. What time of year
Alabama.
is it?
Isn't it like June or
It's in
July?
June.
I don't
Heat,
go
heat.
to Alabama. Hardly. I don't really want to go ever, but I'm certainly not
I
gonna
was
be
like,
there
wait, do you
after the
frequent?
spring. No, I'm from Tennessee. We don't.
Yeah,
We don't. We
I've
don't.
driven through it. I'm the city of Titanic survivors.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh,
Ryan, that is
Tupperware tub.
fascinating.
Hmm?
Oh wow. Yeah.
I have not seen that.
So I was talking to my friend Kim. I was talking about this with my friend Kim this morning. Shout out Kim. We love Kim.
Hey, Kim.
And Kim has been on a deep dive about caving scuba diving
Oh my
disasters.
God.
And I'm
Oh,
like, that is so scary.
I don't get it. What are you going down there for? Like caved in mines? What are you hoping to find?
I I don't know.
You're just gonna have just to say you did it? Like when you have to sometimes take off your air tank to swim
No.
through a something because it's that why?
No, it's
It's like it's the water, it's the underground version of Mount Everest. Why are you climbing up there? You could do other climbs.
she
Stop
sent
going up
she sent me a channel and the first video that popped up was uh diver decapitated and I was like, "Oh hell no."
what? Oh, the Titan sub.
But
Gotcha. I
how?
forgot Netflix is doing that.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they'd be
are.
going in caves. I saw someone was doing TikToks and it was one where they were like crawl. They have to like basically crawl, but then
Mhm.
they also it was like dry, but then it also had water, so they had to take their stuff with. I'm like, what?
Like, what are we doing here?
You couldn't do anything else? Like just go start running like the rest of us weirdos.
I
Just do
just
that.
I,
Hey
I don't know.
Mel. I've only been through a cave like in Hawaii. It was like a tour group and you come in one and you walk out the other side. This was really nice view. It's not no, we're not going underground. We're not hands and knees, army crawling.
No, I don't know. I just feel like
Oh
it's not meant for us.
no, there's too many ways to, I don't want to perish.
Spelunking. Oh god.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, underwater. Mm-mm.
The water
I
it's
already have a healthy fear of
Yeah,
like bodies of water.
as you
as
should.
you should. We talked about this on the
Yes.
Titanic episode. It's not meant for us. The
No.
seas the seas, that is Poseidon's domain,
Stop playing with
and
him.
he doesn't
Even the
want us
ones,
there.
even the ones that aren't underwater, the ones where they just like crawl. Because I keep thinking that I think it's called Nutty Putty one, where the guy got stuck like upside down.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Stop
about.
doing that. Yes,
I
there's so
don't
much room up here. Go climb a tree. I don't know.
I d
Oh
I don't
God.
know.
Races? No.
Absolutely not.
No. Mm-mm.
I guess that there must be some sort of innate human instinct to explore,
I
like hence the migration from Africa through. So there must be evolutionary something in us that wants to do that, but it is not in me. That has died somewhere in my
uh-uh.
bloodline. That instinct died
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
do
Not
I
peaked at
do
all.
not I have zero adventure in my bones. I do not
No.
want to go into space. I do not want to go to
Nope.
sea. I do not want to go to Mount Everest. Like,
No.
no.
No. I'm sorry when you're just like casually using someone's body as a mile marker or whatever up the mountain. That's weird
Oh my god.
behavior. And
Yeah.
all the trash that they leave. And
Yeah.
why is there a line? Why is there a line of you at the top of Mount Everest? That's y'all can't even breathe on your own. You don't need to be there. You don't need to be there.
It's just not for us.
Little Bagginses that never had chores.
Yeah.
Oh man. So is everyone reading this evening or doing something else? Mara, are you reading anything that you're enjoying?
I have read almost nothing this month. Like I think
Relatable.
2 books total, which is I don't know. I'm just real sad. I'm tired and I'm sad.
Same, both. Yes.
I
I've
mean,
been having trouble focusing on even TV, so I've just had on things I've already watched because I can't like focus on TV and I mean I haven't read I have won't say I haven't read anything, but like I've started so many things and then I just am like my mind just is like, well, we could be sad about this instead.
I know. I don't know. There's the food is not going in there, but just a reminder that there is an entire group of people starving in Gaza right now, and
Hmm.
I guess maybe just be sad with me about that,
Yes.
um, and just watch it on your phone and feel impotent at the horror of humans against each other.
Yeah. I did watch a couple of videos about that the other day, and I was like, mm.
Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to bring the mood down,
It's
but no.
always up here. So,
So I've not been reading, but I have been. I've been knitting and writing, so I will probably knit. And I'm watching.
writing.
Mhm.
I need to write.
You do need to write.
And so I have a fan fiction buddy that I talk to through Reddit. And so we share fic ideas all the time. And she was like, okay, we're gonna write a chapter, and our deadline is Thursday. I haven't
This
started yet.
coming Thursday.
Yeah, so I'm
You
like,
got time.
yeah. I had started. This one is bothering me. It's weaseled this way into my brain. So I have written out some notes, a timeline, a cast of characters. So
Woohoo!
I'm gonna, maybe one day in 2028 it'll be posted on AO3. Nobody but me and her will know.
What what's the genre of screen name are you going to adopt?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Okay.
Yes. Honey and Spice on audio.
I
Is that
like.
the
I
romance
really
drop? Did
like.
you like that one?
I did like it.
Dimmery, this is what I will be reading soon before next weekend when we're going to
The
talk about it.
Fair Folk.
Woo!
For
1883 eruption of
Krakatoa.
Krakatoa? Krakatoa?
Mm-hmm. That's
Where's that at?
in Indonesia, and if I'm remembering
Oh,
rightly, it basically fucked up the entire planet's weather for a year.
yeah.
Okay.
Kiki's Delivery Service? Is that a book, a manga, a movie, a TV show?
It's a movie and a book.
Okay.
Mm.
Also, ooh, the audio. Okay, feel that. We are here. Ray, are you still watching You? Is that what you were watching all day? Jackal by Aaron Adams and Victoria. How are you reading? How are you liking Victorian Psycho?
Robin, what are you reading?
I'm reading Circe. Well, I say it was.
Ooh,
I started it yesterday, and I
that's
got 4% in.
okay. That's
That's
good.
reading. Mara, are you able to tell us anything about your writing? Genre, premise?
I am writing an isolated close circle mystery.
Oh, as you should. As you should.
Hmm.
It seems really hard, but I believe in you.
I don't know if it's any good, but I'm gonna finish it just to
Do
do
you
it.
write it just for yourself, or do you want to publish one day?
I mean, I'd like to publish, but I don't know. That seems far away right now.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just trying to finish the draft I've been working on for like 2 years.
Real.
So,
Playing Dreamlight Valley. Oh, fun. Love the movie, so reading the book. Oh, you finished You. How was it?
is that
The
the one that's
loudest
the
sound.
Star Boy?
Yeah,
Yeah, I watched the first season and then I was like, I'm fine. I
I
never
never
finished
watched
it.
it because Penn Badgley just can't get
You
with
don't, you don't like them?
Oh.
This
Mostly
last
because I
season was
don't like him as
better.
Dan and Gossip Girl. It has nothing to do with him as a
Wow.
person.
That's valid. People take a role and then I hold it against them. Billy Zane. Okay. So
Abusing
sorry.
Kate Winslet for the
Yeah.
last 30 years.
How dare you? I DNF. Oh, I didn't DNF. I finished the Song of Achilles, but I didn't love it. Victorian Psycho, she is nuts. It it was a time.
What is it?
It's like so it's is it like so Victorian era, she's a governess
Okay.
who goes, to this family, they have two kids, and the wife of course is side-eyeing her because the husband's really friendly with her, but you are getting it from her perspective, and she is unwell because you're just hearing like her thoughts. Like you're like, why are you doing the job? She be hating them children. Some things you're like, are you hallucinating or did she do that? There's lots of violence and stabbiness on the page from her. And some children may not survive. So
You
she
know,
just like she's like devolved. She was already nuts, and she's basically like devolving like in the story. And then you learn a little bit about like her background, um, and maybe why she is the way she is, and then this family, and then it comes together, and you're like, okay,
That sounds great.
it was a time. I had fun.
Is it
I
new
do
release?
think you would like
It
Mary.
came out earlier this year, I think, because I did have an arc from NetGalley, so I think it might have come out like February or March.
Okay.
I think you should give Mary a try.
But you think I would like that one?
Yeah.
You Blair
Ooh,
Underwood.
I like this cover.
Wait, where's Blair Underwood in everything?
Oh,
They're making it into a movie?
Oh. Well,
Yes.
uh,
Like very much inside thoughts, and sometimes you're like, "Did you say that out loud, sister?" Keep
um,
it inside.
the top blurb for it comes from Oprah Daily. I was not aware that was a publication.
I did not know. I thought there was just the O magazine.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Okay. I put it on my list. That sounds good.
They sell the movies based off the manuscript. That's crazy. So are you watching like TV or Dropout or a podcast? Are you still
Mhm.
doing maritime deep dives as you knit?
Um, I'm watching all those things. Currently, what I will be watching whilst I knit today, I'm catching up on. Do you guys see Omnidi? I don't know how to say her name. Recho. She does the cutting room floor. It's all those interviews with the fashion people.
Oh, I've seen her on TikTok and I've seen recent clips of with Steve Madden.
Yes. Yeah. She every once in a while she'll have things go viral and it'll remind me, oh, I need to go catch up because it's been a while. So
Mm.
I'm currently catching up on some of her podcast interviews, and I don't know why I do that considering I live in t-shirts, but I really like fashion
Hey,
content.
sometimes it's interesting, even if you don't directly do it. Like
Yeah.
that's just like before even knitting. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna watch everybody's hot take, and I don't even know what half of these terms y'all are saying.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm watching
Oh,
the interview she did with Telfar.
mm.
Oh,
It's interesting.
Your food is over there, waiting for part two on publication of movie show adaptation.
Oh yeah.
And oh, Lord have mercy. We are in a dark place. Publishing, I fear, with AI, Bailey. What?
Didn't they just find somebody who the book got published with one of the AI prompts in it?
Yes.
Hi.
I don't got your food, girlfriend. It's over there.
She's got such a nice round haircut.
It's great.
The perfect little dome.
oh,
Girl, you already scratched me earlier. Yes, there was a book that left like a prompt in it, and I'm like, oh dear. And then Audible saying they're switching to using AI for the whole thing, and I'm just like, I guess backlist it
Oh,
will
I
be for
saw
me.
that.
Are we
Yeah.
sprinting or yapping? Grab my book or game. I mean, I intend to at least have a real sprint or two.
What are you reading?
I'm currently reading uh what I say catabasis, and then other people's are like it's pronounced katabasis. I'm not Greek, okay? I'm not
Look
Greek.
at you.
Uh and so earlier today, Bailey, hold on, ma'am. Give me a second. I got to page 300, but I still have like 250 pages.
Is it good?
So, yes, I started this like in February. Bailey, sit down. But life happened. And so I'm picking it back up. And like where I am right now, I'm like, ooh. and like something just got revealed, but I'm like, how do we still have 250 pages to go? So I don't know. We'll see. But I think my biggest complaint with it so far has been that how it's told with like the present day. Sometimes the flashbacks feel like they take too long and take me out of the story.
Mm.
Um,
Oh,
or
that's
how
gonna
they're
be tough
like,
for me. I don't love a dual timeline.
yeah. So came from your own
Oh,
live stream. Hello. Publishing is so we may just go ahead and do a sprint since I don't know, maybe Bailey needs to go outside. We just went outside, but
She's
maybe she
got
wants to
feelings.
go again.
Yeah.
that's valid, you know. Girl, I don't have nothing to eat. Your food is over there. You haven't been eating it, ma'am. Should we do a 45? Is that um suitable for the people?
I don't know. Ask Ray.
Actually, no, I'm not asking. I'm just gonna start it because she's starting to gnaw on my hand. And so I just need to start this quickly. I'm sorry to be so abrupt, but I just need to start this because I'm like,
Before
girl,
you're eaten by this dog.
that would be quite a weekend. I don't need to be going to urgent care.
Yeah.
Bailey, cut it out, ma'am. Okay. Okay, we're gonna spend for 45 minutes and then come back to you. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Ba-doop, ba-doop, boop, boop.
Hello. All right then.
Howdy.
Welcome back. How was this sprint? I am behind on comments since I had to abruptly leave, so I'm gonna share these some of these. AI is truly ruining everything. At Mara, I know you be off of social medias. God bless you. But did you hear any of the mess around Silver Elite?
No.
Mm. So yeah, it's like a dystopian novel, but it's gotten a lot of publicity push. But the thing is that no one knows who the author is, and they're being able to remain anonymous, which is crazy since publishers don't seem to let authors do that. So all these people have all these theories of like it's a popular author who people are like it's Sarah J. Maas's Colleen Hoover. It's just really weird. It's a dystopian novel, and the author was like, "Yes, I was just thinking Hunger Games, but like with spice." Because rational thought, when I think of dystopian, I'm definitely thinking, yes, this is sex.
Yeah, in Romance Landia, we call that danger boner, where you're. It's like, yes, in the middle of trying to run for my life, I want to pause to have sex.
It's like I've never been in that situation, so I don't know what your urges would be. But like, I got like 36% into it, and I was like, oh, this is awful. I'm not reading enough to put this to let this take up my time.
Yeah.
Um, you are smart enough. Don't say that. You turned it on and took a nap. Just kidding. I'm glad that you could do that. Was it cute?
Did
Are you
baby
obsessed
eat
with
you?
Epic?
I am. I am. I listened to it earlier as I took Blair on a walk.
What is epic? I feel like I'm getting out of touch.
You're off the TikToks, so you definitely wouldn't. This
Yeah.
was born, right? Like there's no YouTube video, right? Robin is just on TikTok and then
So
on the music streaming.
yeah. So I'm not like deep into Epic. I mean, I'm obsessed, but like not deep. But like this dude has a concept album musical, Epic. It's the Odyssey. It's the
Oh, okay.
musical form. And people have like there's like fan created animation. I don't like there's tons of it to like the music, and so like people put compilations together, like the whole thing. I've watched many, and it's fantastic.
I'm down for that. Odyssey the musical.
Yeah.
Streaming.
If you have Spotify, there's a whole playlist. It'll play the entire thing in order. If you have Apple Music,
Gotta do a little more work.
you gotta do a little bit more.
I have YouTube music, so I don't know.
There's definitely gonna be an Epic playlist
Okay, I
somewhere.
will search it out.
Publisher said it was a New York Times bestselling author. Interesting. Tell me, what do you mean by interesting? What are your thoughts? Tell me. I didn't read Quicksilver, so I don't know, but Silver Elite, some people also are like, it wasn't written by AI. I don't know. I mean, it's very basic writing.
Hmm.
It is basic.
Maybe it's I think it would be fun if it was like, oh, what's his face? Lee, the guy who does the Reacher books.
um,
Like maybe it's a New York Times bestselling author for like dad adventure books or something.
I know we were talking about, I can't think of the author. I want to say Dan Brown. That's not him.
That
I see the
But
Reacher
that
books in my
kind of an
brain.
author, I
Yeah.
think that would be
He's like, I
amazing.
wanted to switch genres.
It's like,
I
you know
wanted to
what?
give the girlies spice.
Exactly. It's like
Oh,
over
yes.
COVID, I got really into Sarah J. Maas, and I want to do one of mine. I want to do my version of it. That
You
would be
know,
amazing.
I'm sure. Door dashing a chocolate cake. I love this.
wow,
This
love
is
that for
how we
you.
use free will in adulthood.
Also, you can tell it's the recession because DoorDash and Uber Eats are giving me promotions like every day.
Oh,
So,
I just had to turn all of my
see.
promotions off because I was like, you're not gonna get me Uber Eats.
Oh, there's 2 hour video
they
on
lured
YouTube of
me
all
in.
the animations of Epic, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the
okay.
YouTubes.
See, my
6 pages
TikTok
in a
timeline is
Kiki.
just people doing the pop music dance, and I'm okay with that.
What?
Talk about pop music. Talk about.
Still?
Yeah.
Hey, my own playlist currently being the undoing of Violet Claiborne. I hate all the characters, but I can't put it down. See, I was hoping this may sound terrible. I was hoping that Silver Elite would be a good hate read because I feel like a lot of things I've been disliking have just been like because they're just underwhelming, man. I'm like, I haven't had a passionate hate read in a while, but it was just so that I was like,
Yeah.
drama shorts. What are drama shorts? Like YouTube shorts that are about drama,
Yeah,
or is drama shorts a pair of short pants? I don't.
I need to know more about drama pants.
I
I
did.
mean,
I
drama short.
There was some discourse about what
Lee Child,
women were
Lee's
wearing in
your
the
author.
gym. Yes, Lee Child. That's who I was trying to think of.
Um. Oh, she,
Where?
her.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It, I. What drama about shorts in the gym?
Uh,
I have no. That's what the
discourse
people are
about
saying.
like, hey, women should be able to wear whatever they want at the gym, but also maybe don't be surprised if people are looking when we can see your change purse in your
Oh,
shorts at the gym.
yeah.
God, whose person's out at the gym?
It's these. I forget what Robin. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't remember the brand, but
Yeah, it's like this particular brand of shorts, and they just like they go into all of the cracks, you know?
Oh,
yeah.
oh, okay.
Mhm.
I looked it up and I was like, I mean, you again, people can wear whatever they want. However, comma, don't be surprised if people are looking because I was looking based on.
No. Because here's the thing, like, wear what you want, but I'm gonna stare. I I'm gonna be like, why are your downstairs lips talking to me, man? Like,
I just, yeah.
Your downstairs lips.
Well, especially, I don't know. I'm a sweaty bitch, so
Same.
I just, even at my most svelte, I just think that the sweat lines, I would feel very self conscious about. But
Yeah.
go off,
I remember once I had one pair of gray leggings and I was like, oh no. Now all my leggings are black. I think I have maybe two pair that are like red or blue because I also sweat a lot. And I know it's normal, but like the gray is just
it's just
really
like,
telling on you.
it's just the
So I,
lines of,
yeah, I worked out in Nike Pro shorts. They're like short, spandexy shorts
ugh,
one time.
yeah.
And I was smaller than I am now. And I was like, I don't know. I just kept pulling down. And then sitting on equipment, I was like, I don't know. This is just feeling too close to my nether bits. I don't know. People don't. I wipe down
Yeah.
equipment before and after, but other people don't. And I was like, so I always wear leggings to the gym if I have to sit on something. Just like on a plane. I don't wear shorts on the plane. I don't want my thigh meat in random surfaces if I can help it.
Yeah. Yeah. You
This
know?
is the Insta love. Yeah. Not Isabella with the inside knowledge. I'm just saying what I saw on TikTok. I have no actual thought of who it is. I don't really care because I thought it was poorly written. But
Yeah. It
it
reminds me
me
of the, oh God, I can't remember the
it's
name of it, but it was the book everybody thought that
hi Ben.
Stephanie Meyer had written. That me, Rachel, Mari, and Bethany read together. I want to say Coraline. That's not the name. It starts with a C. But anyway, um, by the end of it, we were pretty sure we thought Rainbow Rowell had written it. but
Oh
but that also had like all these conspiracies since it was a anonymous pen name of a New York Times
yeah.
bestseller.
I mean, I too, if I ever wrote a book, would want to be anonymous. I don't know how that
Corinne.
works on the publisher side, like how they come up with those discussions, but I also wouldn't, mainly because what I would want to write, I don't want people that I know connecting it to me, personally, my family.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I think you have to do like a LLC and then do the copyright there. Yeah, it was Corinne.
oh, um, yeah. But am I ever gonna, I can't even write a fanfic. A book? Let's be real here. But, lofty goals up in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I was talking about Silver Elite. Who's that hot? See, I'm trying to keep up. I'm so
Ooh.
sorry. Just the comments done scrolled. Two editors mentioned in the acknowledgement. One works with Daniel L. Jensen, who's Canadian. Mhm. Yeah, I don't know why they would hide it. Who is this? What are you talking? Is this our pin Cole? Is it Danny?
Maybe the author loves Jesus and doesn't want people to know that
Mhm.
they write smut.
It could. It could be. It could be the the indie author to trad pub. You get a book delayed pipeline is really hurting my. Is really giving me heartburn. It's. I will be using Change Purse also to refer to the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Carly, I don't know who Carly Fortune is. Buy new shorts. About to pull drama. Don't you have drama short. But here's my thing. And when these conversations come up about like clothing in the gym and stuff, and like saying that it's because we're rise of conservatism, and like I'm sure that's part of it. But my thing is, and I have experienced this, I don't want men wearing short shorts either, where it's almost like their dingleberries are gonna fall out because I
Oh,
have experienced that in a YMCA with a very old man, and I don't want to see it.
Not old dingleberries.
Yes, he had on like 1970s super short shorts and then laying down on a bench. And I was like, because some
well,
equipment is facing each other. So sometimes you don't have, you just are there. And so I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't want nobody, they, them, he, she, to be having on no coochie cutters because I don't want to see your
well,
business.
here's a would you rather hypothetical. If it was truly all or nothing and you never got to see Hassan in his little slutty shorts ever again with his meat hanging out, would you take that so that the old man doesn't have his bits hanging out?
How would you ask me that?
I'm just saying, you said he, she, Hassan is a he. Does he fall into this category?
Yeah, actually, put it up, son.
Okay. Okay. As long as you're being consistent.
I
I know it's hard, but I mean,
am.
it's not. Otherwise, he wouldn't post it. But
He is a whore for attention. Yes, sweat, hot Pilates, hot any heated class. The second I step in the room, I'm like, I regret this because I'm like, it just feels so heavy, and I'm just they do it's so
You know, they
hard.
don't make a lot of things for the girlies with curves.
they do
They
not.
don't make them. Let me with breast sims. I'm like, I need somebody to review this who has boobs. Rarely. I'm like, everyone who starts working out doesn't lose weight and lose their boobs. Apparently, that's just like a general consensus. It did not happen for me, does not happen. And so everybody's got no titties. That's
I know.
So,
I feel like it's obvious who wrote it, like all the puzzle pieces are available on the internet in some form via the publisher. You know, maybe
you know,
I would say, do I care enough to try to put it together? I don't think so because I think I would want to know more if the book was like exceedingly terrible or like really good. And I don't know. I haven't I really I've seen some TikToks. I saw the cover, but I haven't done any
Deep diving.
any Googling, not even deep dive. Tammy, we all
I'm not.
I'm I think I'll have to let Luther go.
Was I the one who told you about Luther?
You did.
I'm so
You're the
sorry.
reason I read this damn ass book.
I'm so sorry.
And now you'll
I have to let Luther go.
never. You know, Mara does come with the real questions, and I had to sacrifice for my eyes. And you know, Hassan, you're just gonna have to put it up.
I
Put your
know.
nips away and put up your cheeks.
Well, you've made that. I don't know. I think out in public in real life, I want people to put it away. If it's on the
In
internet and I
person.
can scroll back past it really quickly, if I don't want to see it, I'll sacrifice.
Oh, flash danced in the gym by all genders. Oh
Ooh,
gosh.
Oh,
At this point, you should keep track. The words that be coming up on these streams are epic.
yeah.
Oh, bike shorts, which so for running, I've been running in leggings, but it's getting hotter. I did buy two pairs of shorts. I don't know. I don't enjoy how bike shorts feel. And I know a lot of people, especially who have thighs, like bike shorts, but I
Yeah.
don't enjoy them.
I like them
Mm.
because I played volleyball for like 12 seasons when I was growing up, so like I'm just used to spandex.
Hmm.
I'm comfortable in that, but I can see,
I just am like,
yeah.
they just seem to hit me right in the thigh where I'm like, damn, let a girl breathe. This is
Yeah.
how I feel about that. An IG post on an IG story thread from Pencool about her shoe. Yes, I
Oh,
did see that. And, I'm not on the, I only say it here on the stream. I'm not on a thread, on a tweet saying nothing, but it's just frustrating. Bandit
Don't
running has
cry on
great
your
high
IG
support.
story about not writing your book. That does
that's
not
She
seem like a
okay.
just,
smart marketing move to me.
I'm like, is it? Because she had it posted on Kindle Unlimited and then it got picked up and then it got taken down. And then when people ask about it, she's like, it'll be out when it's ready. So I'm like, so did you ever write it? Or is it just like,
Well,
I don't
no,
know what
because
deal she has with her publisher, but I'm like, can you not just say it's now edited, it's gonna be coming out thing? I think it's just people being like, we were like 2 weeks away and then it got snatched. The
no,
final
because
book.
my thing is like we were 2 weeks away, then it gets snatched, and she was like, it wasn't ready. So was it not ready 2 weeks ago? Before, like,
That sounds like the makeup companies that pretend to recall something and then re-put it out in a couple of weeks. It's like, this is not possible. I don't know how dumb you
Exactly.
think we are, but
They think this is the big thing is that publishing likes to be like, oh, we can't control when a book goes is successful. We can only do so much. It looks like you can do what you want. And I'm glad I spent no money on that book. Amen. Not even a library hold. Thank you, Jesus. A phone by my bra. That'd be sopping wet.
yeah, I used to store my phone in my bra and it just was getting so gross that
And
yeah.
I had to stop doing that.
even the pocket on like legging, I have a pocket on my leggings. Even that, by the end, my phone is sopping wet. Um, well, we've only done one sprint, so
Do you do sprint
Shit.
here?
some. Oh my God, triggered. Oh my God, that do that time. I know she didn't mean it like that, but I was like,
Did you get
register
called
my
out for
code.
yapping instead of spring?
Yes, yes, I did. I was like, golly, has a bad reputation. Ooh. I've given up on like trying to find one of those. I don't know if Bandit is one of those influencer created brands, but one because the way they do drops, I don't have time. I don't have time to just be sitting up in a queue or trying to fast pace buy some leggings
It's so
because they're gonna sell out. I'm not doing it. I'm
yeah.
not doing it. And then
Every
there's
time I have
always
done that, I have regretted my purchase.
yes,
I have never been
Mm.
they're never worth it.
well, I get so stressed in the moment and then I make decisions and I'm never happy with the decisions I made.
You're like, I gotta
And
get this. You can't think too long because and one, I haven't done it in a while, but my experience was like you couldn't even like be on the site and like want to look at things because if you couldn't even click on it because it said unavailable. So then you're in the moment, you have to be like, just grab things and try to check out in time.
yeah.
So I'm trying to make my leggings keep washing them correctly so they last because I don't want to buy any new, especially leggings. Tops, I'm a little bit more because I don't buy like the matching sets. It's not my vibe. So like shirts, it's usually an old t-shirt, or I did buy a couple like running, whatever, sleeveless, whatever. But leggings, I'm like, when these ones I have are no longer good, I'm gonna be real sad. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yes, Trad Pub wants to do the least amount of work. They're like, this is a popular fan fiction. We don't have to do a lot. This indie author already had a lot of, we don't have to do a lot. Capitalism.
It's all about
Capitalism.
woman.
Yeah, that do you do sprints here that hurt. That has a place up here. Yes. The pocket is on your back.
But how do you get stuff?
The
I don't
puck is on your.
know.
How do you
I
on your
can
back?
barely reach
But
back here
yeah,
sometimes.
yes. I. I'm like, but yeah, itty bitty titty committee. I will go grab some salt with that. But the reason it blew up was because the book internet and our discourse and parasocial relationships. I guess.
I do
Mm.
think sometimes, like for example, Morning Glory Milking Farm, when that blew up,
Yeah.
that's not big publishing. You know what I mean? Like
No. Yeah.
that was not what they chose for us. So there definitely
Yeah.
is room for some surprise
Yeah. Things
hits.
like just with I think back to the beginning or like lockdown book talk where books that were like out 10 years ago got a
Yeah,
resurgence
that's
because
true. Like
people
Song of
were crying.
Achilles, like you were talking about earlier.
They were like, oh my, I'm like, why are y'all crying? So yeah, but I just think it's interesting from a major publisher, not indie. And I feel like this is weird phrasing to say they're allowed to be anonymous because I just don't feel like most authors these days do
Mm.
that. And again, maybe most of them don't want to. I don't know.
Well,
But
yeah, I think especially because they don't put as much money into marketing, so like there's so much more on the author to have to do
hmm
marketing themselves. So to not have to do the marketing yourself definitely says whoever it is must be.
not book of the month upcharging. Did it still have their logo on it? Because that's rude. That's rude. I don't remember. Uh, oh, this is the first time they did stenciled edges. Ooh, is it a new
Oh,
bra?
yeah, I did see that in Book of the Month in the app.
Mm.
I didn't know that's what that was, but
It's in a Red Tower book. Have they had any more?
I just don't know that I would
Besides,
pay for a Book of the Month club stenciled.
yeah, because it still has their logo on it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
unless it didn't, I don't know. But
Unless I was just obsessed with that book and wanted like every edition of it.
is it cheaper and free shipping? Yes, eat your food. Yeah, the woes of, I mean, all clothing, regular clothing, workout clothing, everything just, who is selling it? Who
Who's
is
buying
buying it?
that?
That's the question. Who is buying that?
It's $80?
I think she was saying like people were trying to resell
Are you
the
kidding me?
stencil edges. The pics I've seen are poor
Now I'm
quality.
bringing up my app to see what
No, because in this economy, who's
Gladiator.
buying an $80 book?
a book $80 Book of the Month club book.
Yeah.
That's wild. The I've seen well, I see like usually like the Fairy Loot subreddit and people are always posting before the books even come out. People have already posted them on sites like Pango or like Mercari. I'm like, the book isn't even out. How are you pre-sailing a pre-sale of a book? That doesn't make any sense. That's crazy.
Where?
Oh my
Tabitha is
God.
begging people to buy black books at Target. Does she
Yeah.
have a book out? Is she on Target's
No.
board or something?
At Target?
Did
Yeah.
we miss something? Is she on the
I
does she
haven't
have
seen it
stocks?
directly. Somebody was telling me about it and how like she put out a few posts or whatever about we need to go support the black authors that are being sold at Target. And I was just like, who is going to Target?
Go to Barnes and Noble.
That's I was like, I don't think Target sales are what's really doing it for the authors.
No. Like how I want to know outside of like maybe memoir, how many black authors are really in Target, like their books.
I mean,
I mean, I know they do have like a decent book section, but I'm just like, again, I don't know how much that's making up, but like, does she have a book out? She must be
I
deeper into
mean,
Targets than we know, because why is she so
I
pressed?
don't know, but I was sending Jess I on TikTok I was getting memes of people pretending to be the hand model for Target stuff right
Yes.
now because like
These
the number of black hands on their social right now is very
it's
funny.
They're like, look at us, we're inclusive. I
Like
knew she had a thing, but does she have like books? And I'm not
she has
negating the
books.
Target. I'm saying for how influential are they for how many black authors are in
Yeah.
Target?
I don't
that
know about
aren't
Yeah,
that.
like,
Yeah, Target
that's what
is
I'm
one of
saying.
the biggest retailers for books, period. So in that
Yeah.
sense, like it is a big deal to have your
Because I know
book on
like
Target, but
Rebecca Yarros Onyx Storm, that was a big thing at Target
yeah.
this year and stuff. But I'm just like, and maybe, but I'm just thinking, and I haven't been into a Target, so I don't know. When I like walked in, how many is it like you probably see maybe Kennedy Ryan.
yeah.
There, of
Yeah,
course there's like memoir blah, but I'm trying to think in like a lot of their fantasy and romance, how many,
I'm trying to
what
think.
percentage?
Maybe Italian Hibbert. Like I don't.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
I remember seeing the Brown Sister trilogy in Target from Talia Hibbert.
Yeah. But for just, I'm just saying, for her specifically to say we need to support Black books at Target as if we can't,
Oh,
it just
girl, I
be a big
haven't been.
statement.
Read the room. We're still boycotting Target.
I'm
She
not
wants
going
us to
back
go
to
there,
Target.
and they can just continue to.
So I'm not buying a
Mm.
current author from Target. Period.
Okay, yeah. So I'm like, does her are her books only sold at Target though? I don't know. I know this is an unpopular opinion. I've never been a fan of hers. I don't there's something about, I don't know, it's the some I don't care for her. So I don't know about her stuff. I know it's at Target, but I don't know if she has a book or whatever, or what she has.
Yeah.
So sorry, Tabitha girl. I'm maybe your husband has to go back to being a cop. I don't know.
Oh, that
You
was
know,
a
she
read.
retired. Oh, she just, sometimes you have an irrational, Robin understands, reason you just like don't like somebody, and I
Oh
can't
yeah.
put my finger
Understand?
on it, and
I
that's
think that somebody
I
being married to a cop is actually like a pretty legit reason to not like them. Like,
oh, vegan seasonings, clothing, kitchenware, yeah.
yeah,
oh wow.
Yeah, it used to
yeah.
be my go-to, just like body soap, a couple things because it was like where I
Yeah.
would go. And I'm like, oh, I'll just go into Target. And now I'm like, okay, where do I go now? I'm like, okay, I can get this from Costco.
Well,
Okay.
also just shopping in Target has been increasingly unpleasant even before all the DEI stuff.
Yes.
It was not the whole point of Target was that it was a nice environment to shop in.
That
And then
used to
like,
be the thing. It was like nicer than Walmart. It was
yeah,
Yeah.
Target. They had good their like clearance stuff was good. Their little dollar section was cute.
it was actually
You
a
had
dollar.
No.
Yes, you had employees that were around to help you.
There
You
weren't
weren't waiting
pallets
super long
everywhere in every
lines, and
aisle.
now they're everywhere. Like the last times I would go to Target, it was like nothing was stocked. There was a bunch of pallets, and I've seen Target employees get on TikTok and say like, understaffed. And it's just not is long lines because there's one line and then the self-checkout. So it's like
There's a long line.
it's not
It,
even what it used to be.
yeah, I mean, I think once I saw a video about this the other day and I was like, "Oh, you're totally right." Cuz it's like once I started boycotting, I was like, "Oh, I don't miss this."
Yeah.
Like it was not a nice shopping experience and I just didn't realize it because I was so
No.
used to going
Because
there.
it used to be that used to be just kind of a thing, like, oh, let's go to Target. And you're like, oh, my find a candle, my little cute thing.
No.
And now it's like, uh,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, they just started going down. Um, so,
Yeah, they did.
maybe get it together. Legos, vinyls, a book. Yeah, I bought books from there. Sometimes skincare, body care, depending on different things, what was on, sale.
Yeah. I really like
Um,
their per call sheets.
oh, I am, yes. That's
So
very,
that's the only thing I'm gonna next time I need a new set of sheets, I'm gonna have to find a.
yeah. I believe that I
Oh
think
my
I've been
gosh.
to one Target in New York
New
City.
York
Mm,
City
mm, mm,
Targets are hell
mm,
on earth. They
mm,
are
mm.
awful.
It's a no go. That is no fun. So
Any chain store
New York
experience in New
City,
York, I feel like is
no.
terrible. Like
See,
it's
because like some things, yes, it used to be like, and no, it never was like high end, but they were cheaper and now I'm like,
it all
you
yeah.
look at stuff and you're like, okay, thinking, what is this, $10, $15? 35
Mm-hmm.
for the $45. But something that is like, I've had to be like, okay. And so I've gotten, which is so annoying because you have to get an app for everything. But I've got like the Walgreens app, the CVS app, and the Dollar General app. And I'm like, what? Who has my body soap on sale? Somebody's got to have it. So I have to buy it from there. What I can get from Costco, I'll get from there. Because like I also don't want to switch and be like buying things on Amazon. So
I know.
struggle. It's been an extra step, but a step I'm willing to
I
take.
know. I know. But I'm buying
Okay.
less because of the extra steps,
Yeah.
which is good. So,
Yes. Just like I was looking for shoes and I'm like, I don't want to order them online. So I went in person and I got a great sale and a coupon and just things. I think I was talking to Robin about this. I'm like, I understand online is convenient, but I want to, I want to be able to go in the store.
yeah.
I want
Hmm.
to touch something. I want to try it on. I want to look at it. I want to see all the things. So
This is why I'm so
everything
sad.
you have to have an app and make a damn
This is
account.
why I'm so sad that there's no more Joann's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where will I buy my fleece now?
Yeah, Target, you really let us down. Yes. TJ Maxx. I just get so well, I rarely ever look for clothes in TJ Maxx, but there's just always so many people in there. I'm like, come on, we can't all be unemployed in here at Tuesday at 10 a.m.
You're right, Jess. Some of them are supposed to be working.
Yes. I was telling my friend this and like just about traffic, how there's just always people. And she was like, I wonder if it's increased just because of so many like gig workers. So like people driving Uber for DoorDash, for Instacart. And I was like, that
Yeah,
could
remote
be.
'cause I work remotely, so sometimes I'll take like early or late lunch if I need to run an errand.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are also doing that. It just like no longer is there like, oh, I can just sneak out early and there's gonna be no one. There's always people. Hello, Liv.
Hello,
How are
love.
you? Literally, I'll be in the grocery store. They have the tag under the item, but it's like digital coupon only. Even Kroger does this, and it will say you have to scan it. I try to scan it in their app, and it'll say coupon
Kroger's
not
app
available.
garbage.
Every time I take a picture, and I will wait in line, and I'm like, it's supposed to be this much
Half the
because
time when
I'm
I'm
not paying
trying
full
to
price for
place
it.
my order, because I just order online groceries now and have them delivered from Kroger, um, I can't use the app. Like it literally won't load, so I have to go on my computer onto the website just to place the order because the app won't load. Like
There,
this
I'm
is
like, you're
so bad.
making people get use your app, and your app is
I
terrible.
know, but I like Kroger.
Joanne's is gone, friend.
I know. R.I.P. I've heard a rumor that Michaels and Hobby Lobby might be buying different locations up, but
I just need to know where to go to get some fabric. That's not
But
Hobby
would
Lobby.
they
no. Yeah. Oh no. Do not go to
thrifting
Hobby Lobby.
assignment?
Like,
It's like, what would they put though? Because Michael's, if they did buy the Joanne's, would they stock them like a Joanne, or they're just gonna make them craft hobby junk stores and not like knitting fabric stores?
I don't
Body
know.
soap by the gallon. Where you get that from? What kind of soap?
Wait.
What did you using? Dr. Bronner's?
Oh, Robin, I don't know if you went to the Joann's clearance sales, but they were
no,
not
I
clearance
did.
prices.
I went to Joann's on last Saturday. They had 60% off everything and an additional 30%, including the furniture. Everything had to go. All
Okay.
of the
Oh, did
fixtures.
you get furniture?
That's a clearance sale. That when I
I
went,
considered.
it was not. It was like 25% off, and I was like,
Yeah. The
"This
last
is
time I went in one, it was maybe right at the end. They were like, we got to jack it up. This is what I'm saying. But this is also boomers are retiring. And I know people have like shift work and stuff. It just seems like everybody is always out, out. And I'm just like, God damn.
so 60% off. So if it was 100, that would be 40, and then if it was an additional 30% off, that would be
Private equity ruins
that'd be
everything.
like 72% off total. That's a
That's
sale.
yes. 60 to 80% for going out of business should be the standard.
Yeah.
But private equity comes in and ruins.
I know. It
And
really.
they're hard. Like maybe if you're in a bigger city, you have better options. But even when I looked up like fabric stores and stuff, it'll say like they're closed or they don't have one anymore.
I know.
Mhm.
I order because we don't really have a. We have a lot of commercial upholstery kind of fabric stores near me, but not like clothing fabric stores. So I mostly just order from Mood, which is annoying because I can't feel it before I buy it.
That's
Mhm.
so, like that's my thing. Like as a beginner sewer, I want to be able to feel stuff
Hmm.
before like buying it and just buy it online. But how will I touch it?
I know. I know. It's
Because
really annoying.
returning things is like, and even I think it was like a TikTok, and she was talking about clothes specifically that a lot of places, even when you return stuff, they don't necessarily resell it. A lot of them throw it away. And I'm like, I don't want to contribute to that. Like, I know because when you order online, the thing is, you're like, well, you get multiple sizes or different things to try them on,
Mhm.
thinking you're sending them back. And some people were like, I think I've gotten used clothes when I've ordered them. But I just am like, we need in-person options.
I know.
Bring the mall culture back, but better. Michael's is yeah. Mm,
Now, one thing, Robin, one thing you can do is Mood at least will let you do this. They'll send you swatches.
Okay,
Sometimes you have to pay like $1 for them,
I'll take it.
but yeah, I'm remembering now because the last time
spoon flour.
I placed an order, I got a bunch of swatches of stuff I was thinking about, and that was helpful to like double check it was what I was
Okay, good to
expecting. But
know.
I bet at most online fabric stores surely they have a way to do that because yeah, like who wants to place $100 worth of fabric order and then realize it's not what they needed?
Yeah. And also colors are not always the same
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
And I haven't ordered fabric, but I was watching again a TikTok. But this girl was talking about how she was looking at this couch, a specific color. She wanted to go in the store to make sure. And she went in the store and it looked like this deep red online. And she went in the store, it was more like a pinkish magenta color. And I'm like,
Ooh,
that is so I would be so
I
mad.
would too.
It's we just out here struggling. Art sales where people sell extra art supplies they aren't using. That's
Oh,
nice.
actually, we have one of those in Nashville too. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I keep whoever made that comment. I keep meaning to go there because I've heard it's really cool and you can like de-stash your craft stuff, which would make
Shout
me
out
feel
to
less
Lauren.
bad about it.
Yeah.
Like whom I'm not using anymore. I would like to give it a second life, but
Yes. We have a store called the Scrap Exchange. It's called
yeah,
Haven.
I think
Oh,
a lot of big cities are starting to have
that's
those.
nice.
Um,
That's what we need. Fabric Mart
yeah, let me look up what
Fabrics.
it's called in Nashville in case anybody is around here.
Low key, very artsy. Yes. Pretty urban area and all the small fabric near me are closed. It is after
Hmm.
5, but also a Saturday. Dang. Quilting stores that aren't big box. Sometimes they have dress clothing fabric too. Speaking of quilting, I want to learn that. That's on my list of hobbies to
Of
try in my
craft.
lifetime.
Sure. Just add another. Why
Oh,
not?
why not? We're just dreaming here, quilting, sewing, knitting. Um, I was gonna say no. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know where it was going. I was gonna say something else. But I just want to try the things. I'm no cardiologist, but I feel like I need to do something with my hands. I know that's not, I know I said cardiologist on purpose because it doesn't have to do with hands. So no one in the comments be like, that's not what a cardiologist does. I said no purpose. Uh, but I really want a hobby that's like tactile to just keep my dexterity, you know?
Mm.
Knitting and
Um,
crochet.
which was also something frustrating about knitting when I was trying because I was like, damn,
But, but we could try again.
I'm going to. Haven't given up.
When you visit me, we'll do another in person.
Yes. I haven't given up, Robin. It's just in the corner, and I need to separate that. Because when I was moving and stuffing stuff, and also I packed all of Nigel's stuff up to put in storage, but I kept one, his last toy. Also, it was the lamb chop that Ray got him for his birthday.
Oh,
It's in that bag, so I just need to move it so I'm not reminded. But
yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, but I feel I'm taking your lead and I'm doing that in-person crochet class because there's something about the way crochet patterns are written that I cannot fully compute. And I'm like,
Well,
I
Do you
need
already have
another
something
human
you want to
being
do?
to show me how to read these stitches because I don't understand where I'm supposed to put this.
What are you wanting to crochet? Do you
yeah.
already have like a project in mind?
I just wanted to crochet like a tank top, like
Mm.
nothing,
Okay.
nothing too crazy. And I picked a very simple pattern, but I can't read my own stitches the way I can in knitting. Like,
Mm.
so I get stuck in the next, like, I can do the foundation chain, but then
Right.
when I get to the second chain, like, I don't understand where I'm supposed to be putting it.
It can get a little confusing, but I feel like crochet is a little bit more forgiving. Where like if you put it through the wrong hole, it'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know. It just inspired me. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a human to teach me this one. I figured knitting out by myself, that I did, but I need a human to help me with this.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm gonna
I
go to the
I
class.
do want to watch this documentary. I put it on my list on Netflix.
Yes,
I
At
saw
the
a
prison
clip of
cultures.
that.
I
Oh,
want to watch it. I'm gonna watch that.
the
I
power
Let
of
me tell you
humans
about a
adapting
puzzle.
together.
I get so frustrated with puzzles. I haven't done one in years, but
I love
I
puzzles.
love puzzles.
I haven't been I haven't done one in a long time. Polymer clay, making little animals. Have you made a giraffe? I love giraffes.
Oh,
I have small fabric stores with quality fabric, but it's so expensive.
it is expensive.
Yeah,
Damn
That is
it.
for real.
thank you.
Robin is always Angela keeps pointing out that I have this habit of attracting people who are always like, "Have you done this? You're doing this. Did you try again?" And I don't. I attract bossy people.
You're
What does that say
welcome.
about
Iron
me?
sharpens iron.
This same scarf for 3 years. Hey, we're still working on it. Newbie sewing fabric.
I actually think
Thanks.
when you're new, you should get decent fabric because you will be so frustrated if you have shitty fabric, and you'll think it's
Mm,
you, but it's not you. It's just the fabric.
You know,
dang.
I was thinking of going to the thrift store and seeing if there was like
That's a great idea.
anything that I could get to just like practice on
Hmm.
before I dive into actual stuff that I want to use.
Like, actually, do you know what? I hadn't thought about this, but you probably could get some like actual linen sheets from like, or like nice high thread count sheets from the thrift store, and that would probably be pretty decent practice fabric because it's like thick. If you get some that's actually like high thread count or like mostly cotton or mostly linen, um, that would
Mm,
probably be pretty good practice fabric because it's strong enough that it's not just going to fall apart.
Okay,
highly
that's a
recommend
good
a
idea.
human teaching.
I'm going on Monday, so we'll
Yeah.
see what I
I've
find.
never tried origami. Also, book tropes or trends y'all have been obsessing over later. Um,
None.
no, mine's just fan fiction, but not a specific trope. I mean, I guess they're all enemies to lovers. But I was just thinking this as I this June brings, I think, 5 years on book two, which sounds crazy. And I was like, dang, I miss those early days when I just used to read a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
And I was much easily satisfied. Like now I just feel like I'm like DNFing things left and right. I can't even keep up. I'm like, I read a chapter and I'm like, oh, or I start something like, oh, and I miss that. I miss reading.
I've been reading a lot more nonfiction, or I say reading a lot more. I can't get through it very quickly, but I'm
Hmm.
enjoying nonfiction right now. I'm just not finishing a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of it in progress.
Mhm.
I got Dan McClellan's book.
Oh,
from
how's
the
that?
library. I haven't started it yet. I need to because there's a lot of people waiting. But like, yeah, I've what was the last nonfiction book that I finished? Was it Careless People? That one really put me in a
I've heard that one's really interesting.
that bitch made me mad. It is interesting though. But yeah, I keep getting holden from the library and then I just want to read, but most days I just lay and I'm like, so this is life, huh? I want to be able to escape into books, but it's just not been easy. Cozy romances with quite healthy dose of spice have been my obsession. That
Yeah.
is delightful. I just miss reading a lot. And I know it ebbs and flows, but oh, poor baby.
Whoopsie
I
doo.
read this as gasoline puzzles are my fave, and I'm like, oh, tell me more. Sci-fi and cozy sci-fi.
Mhm.
Trying to get into cross stitch, but I feel like I don't understand it. Oh, I don't know that.
That's gonna be my that's what I thought my next craft was gonna be when knitting accidentally took hold of me. I was, like, all ready to be in my embroidery era, but that'll be my
Ooh,
next one, I think, after
I would
I
love to learn to embroider. I do love them. As a girl from the South, I do love a monogram.
I do
Wait,
love
we
monogram. Well, I really wanna
thrifting.
I got a really cool book about Palestinian embroidery, and I
Hmm.
really wanna do, like a wall hanging where, like, I'm learning
Ooh,
all of the different because like, each village traditional village has, um, like, a stitch or an emblem in embroidery that represents their village. I think that would be a really cool, like, piece.
that would be switching genres that I'm most reading and keeping me reading more. I need to, yeah, I don't know what I need to do. I go to the library, I get things on my Kindle, and then I don't know, my
But
brain.
also, maybe it's just not a reading season for you.
Yeah,
But I feel like I've been in this season too long. This needs to change.
that's okay.
I envy people who, when like mentally doing unwell, like they read more. I seem to be the opposite, and I wish I wasn't.
I know.
Yes, read it and then come back. Like I've missed fantasy, but I just also just the length of fantasy books. But I'm like, we need to get back into reading long books to work on our, I won't deny I'm a TikTok addict. I'm not really trying to break the habit right now. Lessen it, yes. Break it completely, no.
Like Robin said,
No.
there's different seasons, and I think it's okay if this is
Yeah.
a TikTok season.
Yeah. I block so many people that usually my FYP is pretty good. Um, but uh we just pick a book and if it's horrible or the best thing ever, it's just fun to yap. I do love a yap. I do. Is weird, gross, gory girl a trope? We definitely a subgenre
For sure.
of book. Trying to get into embroidery. Love stabbing the fabric. That sounds
Oh,
cathartic. Yes, I love a
Who
monogram
doesn't?
on a jacket, a vest, a shirt, a dress. Give me. I love a monogram.
A
Lord have
tote bag,
mercy.
a towel,
Yes, I still have my LL Bean totes with my initials on it. A towel, a robe. Oh my God,
do you guys
put it on
remember Vera
everything.
Bradley?
yes. Hmm.
I have my Vera Bradley tote bag. I brought it
I have
home.
a couple of pieces of luggage still, but I remember
Quality.
I remember everybody getting the monograms on their Vera Bradley and that being like a thing.
The Vera Bradley tote, iconic, and I will not, or my duffel, I mean, I will not give her up.
I like it because you can wash it.
Yeah.
I haven't, I don't know what it is about me. I have not reread anything. And I
That's what
should.
I did do that this month. I reread Pride and Prejudice and then I read a bunch of Pride and Prejudice fan fiction, and that was very
Ooh.
comforting.
Maybe that's what I need. Some rereading. After I try to get through these arcs, maybe that's what I'll go to. The Raven Scholar, I have been hearing good things about it. I'm on the wait list at the library, so I hope that I'll be there mentally when it comes in. Um, Gaming and picking up a stack of cookbooks. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Get
Oh,
into
cool.
bedazzling.
Bedazzling. Oh my god.
Oh
Oh
no!
no.
Oh.
I haven't heard. Oh, baby teeth. Oh my God. I had LLB book bags throughout school that had my initials on it. I got my name on it in high school, but yeah, I love me some LLB down. My Husband by Maud Ventura. The Lady is Unhinged and a short audiobook. Yeah.
Ew.
As you should, Kathleen. Don't let it go. Um, I think I'm gonna do another sprint. I'm gonna take Bailey outside again. Uh,
I'm glad Bailey didn't eat you. I was a little worried there for a second.
I know. And then what did we do? Nothing. We just walked around. She didn't even tinkle. I'm like, girl, but it's fine.
She wants your attention. She loves you.
It's fine. I think she's mad that I'm not petting her. It's so
Have it
sorry.
on.
As she
I'm
should
s-
be.
I'm so sorry. I too still have LO beans. Um, they do last forever. I had
Yeah.
read 4 books all year, then picked up 2 new authors, and I've read 3 books in a week.
Congrats.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, look, I brought, not mistakenly, but I brought my bookbinding stuff with me, and I have not done any bookbind. I just haven't been motivated, and I wished that I had brought my computer to play The Sims instead, but I didn't. So I don't know if I will. I don't have a lot of space to do it. Hey, I miss having space for things.
I know.
It's okay. My therapist is like, "How are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I have my basic needs met. Okay, I have food and shelter and water. So, I'll be grateful for that. But it's frustrating to be an adult living with a person.
Yeah. It's hard to be a long-term guest, I think for
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, how many months down? 2, 6 to go?
Hey, that means you're 25% of the way there.
Yes. Who plays The Sims consistently? It just sucks up your life for 3 months, and then you put it down for a year, and then you come back. That's just how it goes. Um, okay, let me put this on a 45-minute so I can go wander around with Bailey for a moment. Guess no reading for me,
And give her
but
some pets.
Yeah, give her the pet
I
she's
will.
deserving.
I will. I don't know why I sat up at the table instead of the chair. I literally was like, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that bottom one, I'm there. Then she made me go through the rest of it. And I was like, girl, I said I'm meeting the basic. And I'm not
I was gonna
self-actualizing
say you're
any of
not
this
just
other stuff.
self-actualizing right
We
now.
went through
That's okay.
every tier and I was like, no, no, confident girl, confidence, please. Sister. God bless her. Keep your eyes.
Oh,
Um, okay. I'll see you back in 45.
okay.
Ooh, I'm trying. Look over, girl. Damn. What about you?
I want to let you know that my memory just kicked in, and I'm upset with you.
Why? What I do?
There was supposed to be cake making,
Oh,
and not a cake was made.
Robin, you have to make it after church tomorrow.
How can I make it after church when I'm going to be asleep?
You're not gonna be asleep the whole time. Hold on, Bailey is girl. You got to give me a little room, girl. Like, come on, hold on, shoot. Whew. Okay, I try. I tried to turn on this here light. There's a light up there, but it's like obnoxiously bright. I'm like, what is this? A damn work office? You got a damn. Is what are those things called? Hyper fluorescent. It was giving fluorescent light. So I did not turn it on. Ooh, girl, your breath is hot, ma'am. How's everyone's sprint? We are the 101 classes of need. Yeah, truly. There is no AP here. Mm-mm. No one is self, no, only the rich are self-actualizing. And even those bastards aren't truly happy with themselves, and that's why they think they need more money. Cotton shorts while exercising. Well, look who it
Hey,
is.
Bree.
Brie, are you still here? Did you eat today?
You know she's gone.
True. It was 30 minutes ago. Okay, well, I ended up getting donuts this morning, so I forgot about cake.
I mean, so did I, but that's normal. You just blatantly.
Bailey looked like she reading the comments. What are you saying? She said, okay. You see, reading. Okay, yes. I cuddled Bailey the whole sprint, and we still here. We still here. 75% flying through. Almost done with
Hey.
whose body? Why is her writing so sensual? I don't know. I don't know. Made dinner and it's decent. Amen. The Lord really said all these other kids can cook like their mama, but this, hey, progress. Walk the dogs, listen to an audio, and finishing a puzzle. Oh, so productive. Read a bit, another story down, and life ceremony. Is that short stories? 25% into
You
Cestia.
started? Did I know that?
Ooh, did she leave you behind?
Did I know
Bailey's reading comments. 80% finished with Jackal.
that? Okay.
Also made dinner without a recipe. Dang it, way too salty. Oh, that's rough because you can't take it back. I always try to not under, I mean, most of the time my stuff is salted enough, but sometimes I'm like, maybe not add some because you can always salt afterwards. But once it's too salty, oh yes, she's looking, she's like, mm. She just turned and she's like, I've seen enough. I've seen enough, you heathens. Ate dinner and read the second Vera Wong book. Reading Stamped from the Beginning, the graphic novel. Oh, I read that. Well, I didn't read the graphic one, but I read that one. Then with socks. Just started knitting cozy. Robin, are you gonna knit more socks?
No, no.
Are you
After
not a
that,
sock knitter?
so I feel like I've
Mm.
knit socks before, but I started a pair of socks and I made one, and it turned out so ugly that I was just like, I can't finish this.
Monet, hello. Oh, Bailey, girl, don't press the keyboard. Lord have
Monet, we've had
mercy.
2 sprints.
Yes, you might eject me from the sprint. Cassie! Finish the right move, and why is there going to be a spinoff next year? Is that the Liz Tom Ford book? You know they love a spinoff.
Oh no, not Liz Tom Ford.
Yes, Miss Writing. I mean, I don't know. Finish Sirens 3 stars? sorting out this story graph stats. Never used to play. Played video games. Amen. This is why I feel like I need The Sims. So I still have my old MacBook, and I think that I'm going to clear everything off of it and reset it. And I'm going to use it to play The Sims. It's not going to be the same as my desktop because it can't handle as much without sounding like she's trying to fly to the moon. But I'm going to at least download The Sims in like a pack because this The Sims is like the one thing I truly can just like disassociate into and look up. I'm like, what do you mean it's been 7 hours? I've just been redecorating this house. I haven't even played the game. I need that right now. Just like a reality TV. Okay, Bailey, you're now I can't move the mouse, girl. You're gonna have to move just lift it.
You're
Okay,
asking too
sister.
much of her.
I just don't need her on the trackpad. Damn. Roasted green beans, tofu, quinoa. Such a health girly.
I do not recall.
Meal prep? Oh my God, health goddess. Short story collection. I never do well with short story collections. I need to try another one. I can't, I'm, I don't bake without a recipe. I'm not to that level. Like, I have to follow a recipe or it has to be out of a box. I cook without a recipe most of the time. And even sometimes I look at a recipe and I'm like, because sometimes I feel like even a recipe that has the majority of things I have, it'll have some random thing I don't have in my kitchen. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to use that, I guess. I'm not going to go buy that one thing. And I just be going off vibes. But baking, I have to follow the recipe to a T. Finished a chapter, reading and crocheting. Okay, this is a great question. I don't know. I think she's a doodle of some sort.
She's got some kind of poodle in her, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Bailey. Who are you, girl?
Because you got that cute little dome.
It's real cute, a little short up here and then long on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think of a poodle doodle something. I don't remember what my brother said. I always feel like I'm better than everyone else when I eat quinoa.
Oh, I love quinoa. It messes me up now, but I love
That's
quinoa.
rude. Bailey is my brother's dog. I'm currently at his residence because he and his fiance went on a cruise, so I'm pet sitting.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, I was like, oh my God, do I get to be alone in this
Yeah.
house? So, yes. I had a huge lunch for dinner, which is like a couple corn shrimps. They're like corn dogs. Oh, but with shrimp. I do love a corn dog. Good hacks. If you oversalt your food, add rice in a cheesecloth, add potatoes diluted with water, make a larger batch. Of course you would know that, Monet. God dang. Smarty pants. Or add something acidic, sugar, honey, vinegar.
That's a
Mm.
good point. Yeah, I could see vinegar being a good.
I never thought of that because
I
I
wouldn't have thought of
really
it, but
remember one time I was making chicken parm and I had a little grinder thing, but the bottom fell out and the salt just dumped onto it. And I was
oh.
like, all right, we got to eat out. Dinner's ruined. I'm not trying to salvage this.
I always feel really bad for them on Great British Bake Off when inevitably at some point somebody confuses salt and sugar.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
what a
like,
time.
yeah, there's no real coming back from that
Yeah.
if you're like making a cake.
No, it's ruined. Yeah, this cooking, fine. And maybe because I've just done that way longer, but baking, like even when I make stuff and someone's like, oh, well, it should be sweeter. It's just like baking's not just, oh, put a little bit more sugar in it. Because then sometimes it's too much based on the flour or the baking soda or something. Like you get a fourth of a teaspoon off of something and you can ruin it. It's just too precise.
Chemistry.
Basically. And I did not do well in chemistry. Of an ultrasound.
now I can't unsee it.
Is there a
Yeah.
baby floating back there? Could be. I don't know. I did no reading on my sprint if anyone was wondering. I sat here and I pet Bailey with one hand and scrolled TikTok with the other, so I think that was pretty productive.
I agree.
Um, Robin, did you read any more Cersei, or were you just sending me TikToks?
I was just, I wasn't even on TikTok until you said I sent you a TikTok, but
Yes, very important. This
but
is
then I
very
had to go look at it. I was minding my business. I did,
important.
however, fold the cloth over like Mara said, and the back did turn out much better.
Look at that. I told you,
Yay!
Master of Fiber Arts, Mara.
So
No,
Listen,
shout out to you.
Master of what is that, an MFA? I know there's Master of Fine Arts, but you're a Master of Fiber Arts. Put that behind your name.
No,
Yes.
I'm the master of. I'm a jack of all fibers, master of none. But no, that's. I'm glad to hear it because I'm like you. There's yeah. That sounds like it's
Reading.
just not enough fabric to keep
Yeah.
it on the rails.
I love this. I wish I could make the only yeah, I was gonna say the only baking thing I can make without a recipe, but it's not even baking, is ice cream. And it's just because I've made it so many times, but everything else, I've got to follow the recipe.
Ray,
Ray, have you seen
really?
She's
Justin
out here telling
Bieber
your
stuff?
business.
Well, sent a message to Robin because I was like, "Did I sent you a TikTok? I need you to see it because it's just really sad." I've never, I mean, I look, I like a couple Bieber bops. I'm not gonna lie, but I wasn't obsessed with him like a lot of people were back in the day. I thought I hated his haircut back then, and then when I see him and Hailey Bieber, I'm like, "Why do you look like that? Like she's all dressed up and you look like you taking out the trash, whatever." But these things I have seen of him recently. I'm like, he needs some help. And this thing at SZA's concert, he really looked like he was about to fall on his face high as a kite.
Oh, I'm sorry
Did
to
not
hear
look
that.
good at all.
I
No.
I thought he'd turn that around.
Yeah, and just the thing what I see, because I don't follow him, that he posts on social media, what he posted for Hailey Bieber's Vogue cover.
That was crazy.
What do you mean?
I've never seen. It's not even that he doesn't like her. I've just never seen a husband so indifferent to his wife in my
Like,
life.
even just having that argument, whatever. But then coming on the internet and saying, "Remember that time we got in an argument and I said you ain't never gonna be shit, you ain't gonna have your own Vogue cover," but then say you were sadly mistaken. Why did you say sadly? It is so embarrassing. And then he's commenting under like this young girl's post, like "I love you" or something. This other like Disney actress apparently has been deleted. I'm just like, sir. But now they have a baby, but I don't know. He needs some help. I don't know where
Do
his
they have a
parents
baby?
or yeah. I didn't know this until like 2 weeks ago. There was something like Mother's
Wait, like
Day.
a
There was
new
a
baby?
I think the baby's like maybe within the last year or something.
I didn't. I
And I
totally
was like,
missed
when did
that.
they have a baby? But I saw
When
it,
was she pregnant?
Yeah,
I
when
don't
was she
know.
pregnant?
I saw it
Exactly
on
what I was
Reddit
thinking.
because he had a weird Mother's Day post like Mother's Day sucks. And then there was one about him hiring a mariachi band to come play for her or something. I'm like, what is this man going through? He needs
I'm so sorry.
help. He he is going, yes, it is sad to see. Some people were posting that scissor clip that I sent you. We're like, oh, they have such good sexual chemistry. No, that man was about to fall over and she kept him from completely embarrassing himself at her concert. That's not sexual chemistry. He's high as a kite.
I mean, I don't particularly like her, but like,
Hailey
girl,
Bieber
you
or
got your
SZA?
own thing going now. Like all the Gen Z girls are obsessed with you.
Yeah.
Like you
How
don't need him. Like, get out of
like
there.
that you would not be it's bad enough in person, but to then be embarrassing me to the internet, it's like these are
That's the thing.
talk
You're
to your
embarrassing
therapist.
me. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, inside thought. I I I wonder, or like, do they even talk? Would he even listen to her? I don't.
I don't think
where's
he cares
Selena?
about her opinion at all.
Yeah.
So I don't
Do
think that
his
she can help it.
does he have a like? I don't know if people were believers, but like I don't know. Does he have a relationship with his parents, or like they not? Are they distant? Like, does he not have a real friend or something? He
You know,
seems lonely,
the
and
shady part
it's
of me wants
it's
to say that maybe Selena Gomez could help him, but
oh
that's the only thing.
ew. He said yes. He just be posting base just it's just confirming what people like. He don't like that girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. Oh, under the age of one. Yeah, I remember I was thinking on Reddit, and I'm
that's
like,
crazy.
when did she
I
have
I would
a
I
baby?
would have I would have bet at least $500 they had no children. I had no
I
idea.
thought they didn't
Maybe I
for
gotta look this up.
Yeah, well, I no.
everything Haley's. I can save him. I bet. I were they like ever actually?
He did come out recently and explicitly deny this.
Mm. I
So,
know people have been saying like
yeah.
the
And I mean
trial is bringing up trauma or stuff, and I'm like, I don't know.
possibly Jess, we
Was
did a
it
whole episode
arranged?
about how fucked up any kind of
Oh,
child stardom
yeah.
or
Because
exposure
what
to
was he
the
like
internet is.
10, 11? I forgot how young he was when he started.
Very.
Now,
Oh
while
yeah,
Benny
Selena's.
Blanco
That's a whole nother.
is a interest, let me not talk about people's looks, but if she happy,
Have you seen him? Have you seen an interview of him?
I have not.
I get it. He's extremely charismatic.
Is he?
He is. I was like, really? But then, like, I kept seeing clips of him giving an interview with this
I'll
one
have to
guy, and I was
watch
like,
that.
okay, he has really good energy. He's very charismatic. He's funny.
Hmm.
That baby is 9 months old,
Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
and his name is Jack Blues.
Oh God. Of course. I mean, compared to some other celebrity names, it's not terrible, but dang, 9 months. Yeah, he is, regardless of if he anything with Diddy or something, that he is dealing with some demons, and I would prefer not to see it end up, like Aaron Carter, rest in peace.
Oh my god.
Um,
Yeah.
but it's just wild to me when you see like to be on a stage at a stadium tour looking that unwell. I'm like, you it's just sad when people have all that money, all those people around them, and like, does no one care? I know you can't make an adult do things. We see Kanye West,
Just
unfortunately, but
unhealed trauma, I think, just all around.
hard to get him. Yeah, it's always yes. That's what I had sent a TikTok
Yeah.
to Robin because I was like, that is not good. Jack Blues Bieber. I feel like people don't say full names out loud to see how they flow. That doesn't flow, but whatever. It's not my child.
Jack is a perfectly good normal name that he will not be made fun of for, so
Yeah.
that's
August
good.
2024. Yeah, I didn't. And now, again, I used to pride myself on keeping up with the pop culture. Like, I used to want, what was her name? Was it Maria Menounos? Like, being the correspondent on E was like a goal. I was like, I know all the things. I know who's having what the babies' names are. But I still feel like as much as I see about them, I did not realize that she had had a baby till Mother's Day. And I was like, oh,
I had no idea. I just see like when she's in drama or if like she has a new quote unquote trend she's starting that's just
yeah.
a normal
You
thing.
know, Selena obviously thinks he's cute too. I don't see it, but beauty is in the eye of the
Well, Anna
beholder.
thinks he looks like a tumbleweed, so I don't disagree.
Wait, what?
What do you mean a bath full of cheese? What do you mean?
I have no idea
What?
what that is.
If you hear him talk about her in an interview, it makes sense he really cares for her. I'm glad.
Yeah, I think
And he's made a lot of bops. He's behind of a lot of pop bop.
he is. Yeah, I mean like
Yeah.
he's not for me, but like I got like he clearly he's a charming person. I could see it once he was
Oh
started
yeah.
talking. I
Aaron
also
Carter
think
is
he's
really
rich enough
sad.
that that's good because I think if you're a woman with that much money, you got to be with a man who has his own money.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Because most
So,
of them are not secure enough
yeah,
to, be able. Monet, we were on the same wavelength. It's so sad because
it's
as
so
a as
sad.
a millennial, I loved Aaron Carter. I loved Backstreet Boys, of course, and then Aaron Carter came out, and I was like, oh my God, he's my age. And it's sad to see that whole family. Because didn't another sibling die, I think?
Oh,
There's a
really?
lot there. His parents pushed the marriage. What are we doing arranged marriages for?
Well, I think he was kind of spiraling after he and Selena broke up, so I think
Mm,
Mm.
people were like
yeah.
wanting him to be,
Get with someone.
yeah, like calm down, I
Liam
guess.
Payne. Ugh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just there's a cost to
That's funny.
stardom, especially when you start before you're fully developed, and especially the level of that he was. Um, it's just really sad. I saw that clip and that really bothered me. I'm like, dang, he was the one who really wanted to have a baby though. So I'm like, she needs to not let him around the baby until he agrees to get help. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
Why? To trap her so she stay with him and be unhappy?
I don't think he
That's what
cares
the
that much
men's
about
do.
her, so he must just want to be a dad. Maybe he feels like that's the next step, or maybe he just
Which,
wants to be a
is
dad.
common. Benny is a no for me. Yeah, look, hey. Um, J14. I just saw a TikTok. Somebody was like, "Show." I wish I had old magazines from. I do have like some, but I wasn't able to buy that many growing up.
Who were your heartthrobs in the
Oh my God.
magazines? Who were you looking for on those magazine covers
In
to buy?
Okay, there were
Oh,
so many. In my younger days, of course, like most girls, JTT,
Yes, that was who I was
yes.
Taylor
thinking of.
Thomas. Come on.
Yes.
God, beautiful. But of course, then once we had like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, I really loved Kevin from
Oh, you
Backstreet
told me
Boys
that,
and
which I think is
and
so funny.
also AJ, but I loved Kevin. I mean, like,
Hey, baby, I know you're hurting right now.
I loved Kevin. Um, and then it's so funny because like I had, of course, my classic white boys, but then also it was really I have like still in my stuff, I have like when Nelly came out, I was convinced that was gonna be my baby daddy. Like I have his Got Milk thing from a magazine
Oh,
still.
wow.
Oh,
Master P and Silk the Shocker, that was like No Limit Soldiers was my thing. So like Silk the Shocker was convinced going to be my husband. I think I have little printouts of them. So those were and then Lil Romeo came out and I was like, wait, even
Oh, not
better.
Little
That's
Romeo.
my man. So those are some of my top ones. I mean, of course I had more through the years, but those are the ones that stand out. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I'm trying to think what other
that
white.
is
Of
a
course there
really
were so
interesting
many.
choice, and I just want to talk about this a little bit more.
About JTT or the
Kevin,
rappers?
That's exactly what I said the first time she dropped that on me. I was like, I don't think I knew anybody whose
so you
person
were
was
like,
Kevin or Howie.
yeah, nobody's ever going for
No
Howie.
one's checking for
Howie,
Howie.
no. Kevin, I don't. There was always something about Kevin,
So were you
Lord. I
like into
don't know.
dads or
Especially when he had that longer hair. I was like,
Exactly.
like I thought Nick was cute, but Kevin, I don't.
for me it was Nick and Brian, but Kevin,
Yeah,
Ryan,
most people were Nick and
no.
Brian. I was edgy, so I liked AJ.
I liked Kevin
mm,
and AJ. And of course
But
Nick,
I
but yeah,
literally
poor
knew
Howie.
nobody into Kevin. Not a
That
one.
was my man. Okay, wait, I have to go back to this. Benny gave her a bath full of cheese for Valentine's Day.
I mean, I
but,
do love cheese, but
but why?
Like, was it
for
was it unwrapped? Was it liquid? Was
was it
it
fondue?
what?
You think
Um, named her child, please. Who are y'all's youth crushes? I'm trying to think. There were other white boys I had crushes on. I can't think of who they were. It's been so long.
You know who
God,
my true first two crushes were? And this is so embarrassing and
let it
shows
out.
you that I was a 40-year-old, 5-year-old. Um, young Paul McCartney and young Harrison Ford because I was obsessed with the Beatles and I was
Okay,
obsessed with Star Wars and
Harrison
Indiana
Ford,
Jones.
more
oh,
understandable. Paul McCartney,
okay.
I know.
mm.
Uh,
Mm.
But then that was when I was like in elementary school. When I was old
That's
enough to
so
have like a
funny.
teeny bopper crush was right when the Backstreet Boys were hitting. So I didn't really like any of them though, now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, JTT. I feel like that's who I would pick
Yeah.
up a magazine for. But
I'm like, who I'm trying to think who else was
Like
really
there
popular
had
during
to
that
be like
time.
one of those Disney. One of those Disney
Of
boys.
course, Ryan, I think his
Yeah.
name was Ryan Merriman, who was like in The Luck of the Irish. I thought was really hard. Eric Von Detten, like the Disney
Yes,
boys,
yes,
they
him.
were Eric
Um,
Von Detten, that was a hottie. Ryan Merriman, um, those were two. God, I feel
oh,
like
I
there was
liked
one more.
Sam on Clarissa Explains It All. I always thought he was a little cutie.
He was.
Mm,
Um,
Um,
yes, Devin
oh,
Sawa.
Devon Sawa.
Devin Sawa.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Zac
Casper.
Efron. He was real cute.
Uh, how am I for Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh,
Oh, I did
yeah.
love a young Leo. I
Mm-hmm.
did for a long time.
He had the hair.
B2K. Yeah.
B2K was. Hmm.
No, it wasn't Master P. I never thought he was attractive, but his brother, Silk the Shocker. Okay. He was a No Limit Soldier also. That was my man. I just hated Justin Bieber's hair. I really hated it.
I was too old for Justin Bieber because I think
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a couple of years older than you.
I was obsessed with Will Smith.
Oh my gosh, my one of my best friends from college, who was my roommate, was
Correct.
obsessed with Will Smith. Like she
That is
had pictures of him
valid.
all over our dorm.
The Got Milk campaigns, those used to be the hotties of the Got Milk campaigns because Britney had one, but yeah, I still have the Nelly one. Got Milk when they were really pushing that dairy on us.
Yeah.
I loved Romeo, and
Oh, and
he's an
Brad
attractive
Pitt.
man now.
That was another
Yeah,
one. Yeah, Brad Pitt.
I liked
Um,
Johnny Depp back in the day
Johnny
too.
Depp I liked back in the day. Um,
Oh look, someone loved Howie. So okay,
I
Wow.
am. See,
mom
this
had
is why they
taste.
had to have five in the band because they really did have something for everyone.
Kevin is a cutie. Um, and in NSYNC, I thought Justin was the cutest. I thought the rest of them were ugly. And then,
I like
Justin
JC
is the
Chazet from NSYNC. He was my
Oh, yeah, I'm a Justin girl.
his ramen hair scared me.
Oh, that was, and then he had his cornrows.
Oh my god, I forgot about the corners. I was the ramen hair. I was like, I don't. This
Jake
is very frosted.
Gyllenhaal. Oh my God. Nacho
Ryan Felice?
cheese.
Ryan,
Yes.
yes, yes,
Cruel
especially
Intentions.
after we
I know
saw
what you
Yeah,
did
Cruel
last
Intentions with
summer.
his little tuchus
yeah.
on
Although,
it. Hmm.
although young Freddie Prinze Jr., I also thought was a
Hmm.
hottie.
Yeah, not for me. There was something in his vibe I wasn't into. But I love that he and Sarah Michelle Gellar have been together for like what 25 years now. I think
Yeah.
that's very cute.
AJ and Howie, Devin Sawa, Corbin Blue, excellent hair. I didn't think he was cute, but I mean, I thought he was cute, but he wasn't like a crush. Chad from Sunny, I never watched that one. B2K, oh man, I never liked Bieber. I just liked him. He was all the rage. Uh, Lauren,
The
my mom,
warm
Star Trek would be on, and I
Lauren!
would
I
always put on my headbands on my eyes to be like his character from Star Trek.
I didn't
Classic.
know he
He's a
was in
wonderful
Star Trek
man.
until I was older. I just knew him as my Reading Rainbow friend.
Reading Rainbow.
I can't do
Oh yeah,
anything.
Josh Hartnett was cute back in the day.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh yeah, who was the other one on Dawson's Creek that oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Joshua Jackson.
wasn't he on
Um
Dawson's Creek?
he was with main dude with the big forehead.
James Vanderbeek,
Yes.
who I never thought was
Um,
attractive. Joshua
Not,
Jackson
not
was
for
cute.
me. Yeah. I like Joshua.
Chad Michael Murray.
I never.
He was a little too smarmy for me.
He didn't
Yeah.
work for me, and I didn't watch. What was his? Was he the OC?
One Tree Hill.
One Tree Hill.
He
Okay,
was
yeah, I
also in
haven't
the first
watched that
season
one.
of Gilmore Girls.
Oh yeah.
He was the bad
Yes.
boy.
Oh, because of course then I love Jess. So
Oh,
Milo. And
Milo
I mean he's
Vince.
still
Yeah.
fine. He's still
He
fine.
is
He's
aged
gotten
like
better with age.
fine wine.
Oh, that's a and look, I'm tired of Carrie playing with my emotions. She just posted, was it his birthday? And she's like, I think one of her hashtags is love of my life. Carrie, quit playing. Damn man. They got some strong partners.
They do. Because it couldn't be me.
I love T.I. when he was acting.
Yeah.
What? He was on One
He
Tree
was
Hill?
on One Tree Hill?
No, and all the One Tree Hill boys.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I read that wrong.
I also misread that. I was like, T.I. was on One Tree Hill? I missed that
Josh
plot line.
Hutchinson? Oh yeah. I watched a couple things with him, but then he was PETA and I was like, And then I've seen some really good fan edits, and I'm like, oh yeah. Ian Somerhalder never did not that now I feel like I had a lot more crushes and I'm like drawing a blank at hotties of the 90s. I'm gonna be like hot male celebs of the 90s.
I Yeah, I had a real life crush by the time I was in 8th grade, and I wasn't worried about celebrity crushes at that point. So now I'm trying to
Mm.
remember like who I was.
90s heartthrobs. Come on. Hanson, I never thought any of them were cute.
No.
No, 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 thank you. Yes, Freddie Prinze Jr., thank you. Keanu Reeves, I never had a crush on him.
No, no. George
Um,
Clooney was
yes,
a
I thought he was
heartthrob. Ben
attractive.
Affleck.
Paul Rudd, I've always just thought I've never thought he was attractive. I just was like,
I've always thought he was a
he's
cutie.
he's a nice face, but I wasn't like, I'm attracted. That man be feeding for them. I know. I'm waiting for the statement one day that they're together. But it was actually just it's never ending. It's
That's
never
fair.
ending. I don't know how they do it. Anime, Nikki Reed. Oh. Look, at one time I did follow an account on Instagram called Dilfs of Disneyland because I do find it attractive when a man is with a baby and then has a ring on. I'm like, oh my God.
So you were just
Whoa.
you're a natural homewrecker.
You know, this
Yes.
Kevin thing, the more you say stuff, it's making sense.
That is
I
so
like the
real.
older look and
You're really into dads.
I was gonna say, I think
yeah,
you have a daddy thing. That's kind of what I'm
I
getting out of this.
that would make sense because in my late teens, I ended up dating people who were way too old for me. And so it's probably a thing.
See, I think we just unlocked something new for you to talk about in therapy.
But then I married someone younger than me. So like what is
I don't know.
Now you're the
only
dad.
this is literally his only like his normal appearance is not attractive, but as Aragorn,
Yeah.
yes. Paul Rudd is nice looking, and that's my sibling kind of nice.
See, I always thought he was cute, but yeah, I don't know that he had like. I guess there's also a difference
What's
between being attractive and being sexy. And I thought he was attractive, but I didn't necessarily think he was sexy.
Yeah, they do belong together, and I'm waiting for them. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the announcement. The Mummy was many people's bisexual awakening. I think
Is
mine
it
came earlier
Brandon Fraser?
though. That's a lot of people say that with the Mummy. I didn't find him attractive. The guy who was the actual Mummy, or the other dude, I forgot, was attractive. I never found Brendan Fraser attractive, but
I thought
Fools
he
Rush
was
In
cute
was
in
Selma
George of the
Hayek.
Jungle.
Orlando Bloom is only attractive to me as an elf.
He's never attractive to me.
Like as his regular self, I guess he was kind of attractive in Pirates of the Caribbean, but he is hottest as Legolas. Grace Jason Priestley, Roback. Paul Rudd he just seems like nice guy, brother. I don't know. It didn't do it for me. George Clooney, I used to think was very attractive. LL Cool J, I did think he was hot. James
The
Vanderbeek,
ladies love
wow.
Cool
That
James.
forehead is large. My God.
Hmm.
He,
Andrew Keegan, wow. I haven't thought about him in a
oh my
while.
god, I haven't thought about him in years. Oh,
Ryder
Heath
Strong
Ledger
from
was
Boy Meets
definitely one
World.
for me
Yes.
when I was
Oh,
from
rest in
10 Things I
peace.
Hate About You. I was like, oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Emo Dep. Yes. Lee Pace is attractive to me in all,
he,
and I think he's married to a man,
he is, but
but he's so
he still
tall
looks,
and
he's still very
so
attractive.
he's so beautiful. Just like climbable. That's what he looks like. Mine was Fools Rush In with Salma Hayek. Hottest is an elf. Yes. Um. It's and Hairspray. War and Peace from Sky High. I don't know these people. I'm taking this as another opportunity to say Sean Bean is my type of man. A rugged looking scrap of a man. This smells like corn tires.
Anna, I'm concerned about you every day. Like the more you just say things, the more concerned I get.
You're like you say more things that worry me. Hugh
I guess
Grant,
I'm just
not for
concerned.
me. Hugh Grant's never been a thing for me.
Okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I've just always thought he was cute, never like hot.
Yeah.
Mark Paul Gosselaar, yes, actually, yes. Zach Morris
Oh
from
my
Saved by
God,
the
how
Bell.
can I forget Zach Morris?
Yeah, he was a hottie. He was. Jared Leto, no thank you, never. Not on my list.
I'm ashamed to
Leo.
admit that from Saved by the Bell, what's the other boy's name?
AC
Not
Slater?
Screech.
Not Screech. No.
AC
Who?
Slater?
The one in the like
Mario
the little onesie that he would wear.
Mario
The rest.
Lopez as
Yeah.
AC
Yeah.
AC.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I'm ashamed to admit that that was the one I thought was cuter because
Who's
he
Michelle I mean the dimples.
yeah, he
You
was
The
know, he lost me
dimples.
at the mullet, and I
it was the 90s, you know.
Who's Michelle Monroe?
I don't
Michelle
know.
Maloney.
Or Maroney. Sorry, I looked at that wrong. Who's that? Let me see. Or is that a Michael? Or
Uh,
Michelle?
Michelle.
Who is this person? I've never seen him. Oh, he was in 365 days. I mean, he has a nice face. Um, then Nick Carter. Nick Lachey. I did think he was cute.
Yeah.
Mario Lopez looks better now to me than he
yeah,
did
he does.
I
as.
yeah, I've heard he's very much not a nice person, but
Ooh, yeah. Oh, Ursher. I mean, he was never a big crush, but I thought he was cute.
I thought he was kind of whiny.
Okay, what about the Lawrence brothers? This just brought back because it says Joey Lawrence, which I thought Joey Lawrence was hot, and then Matthew. I never thought the youngest one was hot. It was like I thought Joey Lawrence was hot, and then Matthew Lawrence, and now I think Matthew Lawrence is still the most attractive of the three. No, nobody. Okay.
I can't say that I've kept up with the Lawrence brothers to
Well,
know.
I only recently because one is or was dating Chili from TLC, so
Hmm.
I would see TikToks of him, and I
Wasn't
think they have a
Usher
podcast together.
didn't Usher cheat on Chili? Did I hallucinate that?
That happened, but
Was that what Confessions was? Was
Yeah, I
that
think
their
the whole
yeah.
relationship?
Confessions was about him trying to get Chili back.
Wait,
When
this
we were a kid.
this comment right here, Uncle Jesse.
Oh
How?
yes,
Hmm.
yes, he was. What is his real name?
Stamos.
Yep.
John Stamos. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great call out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a fine figure of a man.
I just googled him. He's also in the terrible Simple Favor sequel. Basically, there to look pretty.
Hey, it's a good work if you can get it.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
forgot she said
Confessions.
future.
Who?
Anna. I forgot.
What about Future?
She said one.
Oh,
Yeah.
young Chris Pine. Chris Pine really be shifting through some looks because sometimes I think he's really attractive and sometimes he be just be looking haggard.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what's going on, bud?
he gives me like eccentric uncle vibes,
Yes.
but in kind like sometimes in a hot way,
Yes.
sometimes in
Sometimes
not a
in
hot way.
a are you in a manic way where I'm like, ah.
Yeah,
In Future, I can't unsee the comparison when people were like, who is the person's like twin but in another race, and they put him next to Meryl Streep, and I can't unsee it. So I cannot see Future as attractive.
you don't think Meryl Streep is attractive?
I do as a woman, I think she's beautiful, but Future is a Future Streep. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. But like, okay, do you have any current celebrity crushes?
No.
Or just people you think are beautiful?
I mean, I enjoy a Hassan thirst trap. There's no denying that.
I do. I do. It makes me sick. I'm like, Jessica, be better than this, but I can't help it. Oh, Tom Welling? Yes. Oh my God, in Smallville? Jesus Christ. Yes. Mm-hmm.
um, I don't know. I feel like I'm too old for the like hot young
Yeah.
Hollywood actors, so it's hard for me to be
Oh, well, I feel
lascivious
like
about them.
all of mine are like 40 plus. Because, like, yeah,
Yeah,
Pedro
yeah.
Pascal, even like
Oh
this
yeah,
actor's
Pedro
name is
Pascal.
West. I don't know if it's Chatham or Chatham. He's like 48. I feel like all the ones I really like are 40 plus. What's his name?
Who's that man on
Gong
TikTok with the
Yu.
thighs that we enjoy?
What a description. I
Are you talking
am
about
He's the one who puts his leg up and he slaps them. I don't know who that is, but I
wait,
enjoy them.
on TikTok? I was gonna say, is that
He's
but
like
I
got
don't
a
know if he's been
whole
on TikTok.
he's like got a whole brand about how like gigantic and juicy his thighs are.
Oh my God, how am I
not on this
forgetting who
side of
this
TikTok.
is?
I If I find one, I'll send them to
It
you.
the actor my oh, I think I can't pronounce his first name right. It's like Gong Yu, but I don't think that's how you say it. I think he's delicious and he's 40 plus. Um Manny Jacinto. Oh, yes, Lord
Oh
have
yeah.
mercy. What is his name? Who I'm thinking of is who was in Black Panther, but I don't know if that's who you're thinking
Winston
of.
Duke?
Yes. But I don't think he makes TikToks. I don't know how old Winston Duke is, but he is a delicious man
He is.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's yeah.
who don't. I Patrick Dempsey is fine, but
Mhm.
what his name from Jonathan Bailey? I think he's a nice looking man. Um, Keanu
Okay, someone said
Reeves.
Adam Driver, and he is somebody who I don't find attractive, but I do find sexy,
Oh, I don't.
and I don't know why,
He
but
bought. I don't know. Maybe because get. I don't know. My first. I came across him watching Girls on HBO,
oh, see, I've never seen Girls.
and I just no.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
can't
There's
do it.
something like I don't if I had to rate him on his like pure attractiveness, it would not be high. But there is something about his energy when he's acting that I'm like, oh, okay, I get this.
Yes, he is. God, he's beautiful. I that have you heard that clip, that song? I don't know if it's released yet, Glorilla, and I keep hearing it with him. Um, he
Which
is quite a handsome country man.
what you know about me?
No, it's a new one where she's like basically describing this man. This is not necessarily him, but she's saying like what she likes. And it's like tall, dark skin, country, get it out the bud, something. Because he's like I think he plays for the NFL,
Huh?
right? But he's like super country, loves horses, all this stuff. And there's just all these like videos with that sound with him. Oh my God, I forgot. I did love me some Shamar Moore in the
Mhm.
90s. I would watch him on Soul Train. Um,
Oh,
yeah, Jonathan.
that guy who was a comedian and then he got all ripped for a Marvel movie. And he did that movie about his wife when he was in the hospital. Someone help me. Somebody in the comment knows who
You
I'm
said
talking
a
about.
comedian got ripped for a Marvel movie?
Yeah. He's an Indian guy. Um Chat, somebody knows who I'm talking about.
Chat, please help.
Help me.
Does he
Help me,
look,
chat.
Anna, does he look innocent? I don't know. I feel like he,
Yes,
Brought it
that
back.
just
guy.
know that he's in my rotation of my pre-sleep.
Yes.
Okay, I
Kumail
don't know
Nanjiani.
him.
Yes.
The
He's
big sick guy, the dude from the Eternals? Oh, yeah. I don't find ah ah
mm,
you know
oh.
they're never bring. Marvel is so trifling.
Well, I feel like they're kind of in their flop era right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they well, I think oh, I heard a lot of positive things about Thunderbolts. Is that the one? But their next two movies, I think I just saw they're pushing back to 2026 and 2027.
Hmm.
Um, I'm like, I just think people because I feel like people feel like a fatigue because they did Endgame, and then they were like, "Just kidding," and then like bleh, all this content instead of like taking a break and like pacing it and actually like thinking it through. Tom Holland never. I think he's my like a
He's
very cute.
cute.
He's cute, and I'm like, I think he plays Spider-Man so well because he's like the most age appropriate one in my mind. But I've never been like,
Now, Tom Hardy, I find attractive.
oh yeah, mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yes, Morris Chestnut has
Old
always
Morris
been
Chestnut.
still beautiful. Oh
Hmm.
Lord, was very good, but I have no faith in Marvel because everything is just I don't know. I'm not
I
saying
feel like
cash grab,
they
but
kind of devalued their own brand.
yes, I'm like y'all could have taken a break. Y'all made enough money to
Yeah.
do these things, and you could have set back. But then they were like, no, let's release 18 shows and yeah, Tom Hardy.
Yeah, he's thumbs
Mm,
up. Tom Holland,
mhm.
I find very adorable with
Yes.
um, Zendaya.
Hmm.
Like
Mhm.
they're very cute together, I think.
Yes. I did enjoy Agatha all along. Um, healed
Healed.
now.
Praise the Lord for this miracle that has healed you of your blindness.
I'm glad because that was a sickness, and I'm glad you have come up there.
I
Tom
will
Holland.
say I don't want to get too much like old man yelling at a cloud, but I find it very difficult to recognize actresses probably under 30 because a lot of them have had similar work done.
Yes,
Yeah.
And
everyone is starting to look the same.
Yeah.
and so I can't remember who's who because I'm just like I
Oh
forget which
yeah,
one this is.
Everyone is
Channing
starting
Tatum.
to look the same, but
Yes, they're all getting like. Well, some people are calling it Instagram face, but it's just like
yeah.
one reason I was put off of watching the latest season of Bridgerton because the dude looked like he just came from LA full of Botox, and I just was like, just couldn't do it.
I would like to talk about some of the older celebrities and what's going on with their faces. And like not a bad way.
Like Demi Moore,
Yes. What
Yeah.
did Kris Jenner do to her face? Not in a bad way. Just I
they
just
have
want to
some
know.
kind of they have some kind of wizardry money that most people cannot afford. Because even Lindsay Lohan
Yes,
was
her face is
looking, she
Great.
was
She
looking
was she went
rough.
from botched. She looks better than she was looking though.
yeah.
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 I did love Channing Tatum back in the day. Like Step Up, Coach Carter days, first Magic Mike. Yeah, I was down. Aaron Taylor
I
Johnson,
cannot stand
free
Chanimals.
that man from that wench. I don't care what you say, that man was groomed and that lady is a weirdo and they're still married and it creeps me out. So sorry.
Yeah.
I hate it. She met him when he was like 14 and they got married, I think when he was like 18 or 19 or something, and she was already like 30 something with two children his
That
age.
sounds like old what's his face who married Celine Dion.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Andre or
Renee
something.
something.
Renee,
Renee.
yes. Yeah. And I'm like,
It's like
whatever.
I'm glad that
Mhm.
you conceptualize you having a happy marriage with him, but no.
Hmm.
Like that is
Yes.
creepy
Also
as
with
fuck.
teeth. Like, what was the actress from? She was in Sex Education and now she's in White Lotus. Everyone has veneers. Everyone gets the same work done. The same, like everyone looks the same. When I've been rewatching Charmed, and it makes me so happy because everyone just has their own face.
Yeah.
They have their own face. They have their own teeth. Like veneers are destroying everything. I
Like I'm
was
trying to think of
enjoying it
the
a lot.
actresses who I think actually like Zendaya, for example. I think part of her appeal is that she has a unique look. Like she doesn't look like everyone else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, oh, that woman who just won Best Actress, Mickey, whoever. I feel like she doesn't look like everyone else.
Hmm.
but so many of them I'm like, I can't remember which one you
Same.
are. I'm so sorry. Like you look so
Yeah.
similar.
When
And
new
some of
people,
them just plain old.
I'm like, who? I don't know. Who is that? Like, I used to be able, because people had distinctive things. Like, they might, maybe a tooth, like, their tooth was up here, or they had a gap, or they had a something. Like, but now it's all pinched something the same,
Hmm.
like a filter. And I'm like, yes, we need to save Aaron from that freaking woman. She was pregnant when he was 17. Yeah, she was already. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. Like I just don't believe it. Ooh. Somebody said something about somebody and I forgot it. Oh, Vince Vaughn 10 years ago. Yes. Same.
I have
But
not thought
these
about
days,
Vince Vaughn in probably 10 years.
I don't know the last time. I feel like I saw a part of, what was it, The Breakup or something. That movie I thought was hilarious. But yeah, people who keep their looks are who don't succumb to the pressure. I'm like,
But it's hard. I mean, like,
yeah, I mean, it's hard. There's a whole conversation on TikTok right now about Black women
yeah,
getting rhinoplasties because, they're not comfortable or have been bullied about their nose, from regular people to like celebrities.
that makes me
And
really
like, I
sad.
get it.
Again, my problem is not that they're getting the rhinoplasty. If that's going to make you feel better, it's that they're going to Turkey, and I feel like they're going to the same plastic surgeon, and they're all getting the Whoville noses.
The little, or the Miss Piggy nose.
Yeah,
It is
it's just like
not.
get the nose that fits your face.
Yeah. I think
Ugh.
a lot of people really underestimate how big of an impact their nose makes on their face
Like,
and them
it's
looking like
right here. I was telling Robin earlier, like, I've always wanted a nose piercing, but like, I've been afraid, like if it scars or something, like it develops a keloid or something. I'm like, it's in the middle of my face. So if you ever see me with a nose piercing, it's a clip-on, okay? Sorry to be a poser, but I can't do it. I'm like, how do you not think about the central thing in your face, changing that? And I have seen some really, really beautiful ones where like someone, not to be rude, but she did have like a really, and I think, what is it? There's like some people like it impacts their breathing, like the
like a deviated sep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
if you're
I've
having
seen
breathing
really
issues,
bad
like of
ones,
course, who
but they still kept it like it still looked ethnically hers, but they like kind of fixed it, but it wasn't like this drastic little thing. I'm like, do we
oh,
not
like
learn?
I think a lot of Iranian or Persian people have deviated septums, so it's like very common for when you turn 16, you get a rhinoplasty. Um, but like I don't know, I think the ones that I think turn out best are when you still look like you.
Yeah.
Hmm. They're just like fixing the actual problem and not trying to make your entire nose
But I feel like that
look
goes for
different.
like anything that's done on your face. As long as you still look like you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's gonna look good. But once you start doing stuff that's
I
like,
think do you remember back when, like, I remember there was a True Life, it was like, I Want a Famous Face, or that might have been a show.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
But I think people, and I don't know if they still do it, are like, I want my nose to look like this. It's like that's a different person. And so they're
Mhm.
trying to like get someone else's look and then it does not fit their
It's so
face at
creepy.
all.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I always find it very weird or not, or unsettling. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. When people who are Christianers age then show up looking not their age.
Yeah.
Like there's
It's like,
something sort of like uncanny valley AI
yes.
about
yes.
it that's kind of creepy to me. Like
Y-
even if it's technically good work, it just feels
Yeah. You're
unsettling.
like, and even, um, I know people love her. I don't think she's a terrible actress, but I don't think she's the greatest either. She's been in every dang, what is that? Leanne Moriarty. They make those books into Nicole Kidman. I'm
Oh yeah.
like, I can't give her, because there was some list of like best actresses of the last whatever. And I was like, I don't know how Nicole Kidman is making the top of this list. She can't show emotion because her face doesn't move. Like, that to me, that doesn't work. When you're like, you're supposed to be emoting and your face,
Yeah.
nothing is moving. I can't deal with.
I yeah.
Yes.
I imagine it must be incredibly difficult to be in that industry and not have a lot of
Yeah,
pressure to maintain a certain
yeah.
look.
Especially a
But
woman.
yeah, especially women, especially if they like are over 30. But like the Helen Mirrens, the Meryl Streeps, where it's like I'm sure they're getting stuff done, but
Hmm.
whatever they're getting done doesn't look like they're trying to look
Younger?
younger, and they still look like themselves. Like
And
that
not even like, I don't know how old Christianer is. 60s?
Yes.
70?
probably, yeah.
And it's not even like I'm 65, I'm trying to look more 55. They're like trying to look 30. And
That's
that's that uncanny part of it where it's like,
I think
you
you
don't
wanna
even look
look
like
like
this at 30.
somebody you want people you wanna be 65 and people think you look 50.
Yes,
That
not half your age. That's just gonna, it's like,
yeah.
yeah, Renee Zellweger, big,
She's got a
big
bless.
difference.
Yeah.
69. Yeah, and I am, to be honest, if I had money, I have considered like under eye filler. Although now, after I've learned more about
Filler
filler and how it
scares me.
migrates, I
Yeah,
would
it
Yeah.
not get it
migrates.
because it'll end up somewhere else. But I have in the past been like, I wish my nose was smaller. I wish my lips were smaller. Of course, we used to get made fun of, and now those are things that people pay for.
Yeah.
But is- she looks,
I haven't
but
seen the
yeah,
new face. Let me
I
Yeah,
haven't,
just
I
you
haven't
look
either.
at it. It's
Let's see. Let me
is it
see.
gonna scare me? New
I love
Kris
the
Jenner
search was new face.
literally knew I was where I was going. It autofilled for me.
Yup.
Oh,
Look, we're gonna look together.
no.
too late.
Here you go. Um, so
Yeah,
like
it's
this.
yeah,
Oh no. Is that a real face?
Because
yeah.
here's the thing.
That
Like
looks like
she
a weird doll. I don't like it.
but I mean it's great work. Whoever the surgeon is,
Yeah,
but like
Oh,
what
but
are we doing here? I would rather her
oh
like
no.
get work to still look like 69 with maybe less
She
wrinkles.
already did, she didn't look bad for her
no,
age.
she I thought looked very well preserved. Seems like a weird thing to say, but
That's even the picture, like in the side by side, that's not even her original face.
Yeah.
So,
That's-
like,
this is bothering me.
yeah,
You know what that just reminded me of on what's it? The Real Housewives,
no.
sorry, Real Mormon Housewives of Taylor's mom basically trying to get her
Yes,
face.
that's exactly what it's like.
that yes, it's like
I
she's trying to get. She looks like she's trying to have Kendall's face.
Oh, Madonna is
Oh, Madonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mm-mm.
And I feel bad because it's like, okay, we're perpetuating this
Yeah.
discourse about women, but it's also like, how can
It's
you not?
yeah, it's and if I had more money, who knows what I would do? I would try to leave my face alone, but
If I had more money, I would be in the med spa with the lasers all day. Um,
like, yeah, I would definitely get
but
more like skincare procedures.
yeah,
Like, I'll do a peel or a da da da, but like surgery, that's scary to like be pinching back some yes.
Yeah. First of all, can we talk about how Taylor's mom's hair is shitty? And I don't know if it's because she went to Jay Z Styles. I don't know.
is it a wig?
It
What?
looks a
Is it a
mess.
wig? Is that why
No,
it's
it's
shitty?
just
Or
extensions.
so like,
So,
ooh,
Not Cheryl
not
Burke. She used to look real good. What happened to
what
Cheryl?
happened to Cheryl Burke?
I want to preserve, not reverse. Yeah, like I do try to do things like I wear sunscreen, obviously to protect from skin cancer, but also darkening of spots and things. And sometimes I do. I tell Andrew, I'm like, I want Botox on my birthday, and he's like, no.
Don't
Uh,
do it.
when
Please
I
don't
see
do it.
forehead wrinkles, but um, you know, I do what
Because
I
the other thing
can.
is, I have friends who've started, and once you start, it's really hard to stop, and it's so
Oh yeah.
expensive.
Did you?
And
Yeah, it's something because it doesn't
Yes.
stay. Like you have to keep
yeah,
getting it. The right to do it makes them feel
Wait,
good.
Taylor's mom
Yeah,
had brain cancer?
I missed that. I mean, I still, is that on this season? I just
Okay,
haven't
but
finished.
why are her extensions bad?
are they just tape-ins or something?
Some of them have tape-ins.
That girl who's the stylist on the show, though, when they've showed her doing hair, I'm like, maybe cosmetology school is taught differently in Utah. I don't know.
There was like a whole
I have
bunch.
a different standard of beauty.
It has to be. Lay,
Oh,
they do Layla dirty every single time,
they
and
do.
I just want her to go to someone else.
But she, Cheryl Burke.
Wait, I want to see.
This makes me sad.
You know, as the philosopher Katya Zomolochikova once said, plastic surgery is fine as long as you don't think you're beating the game. And I think that's exactly right. I think some people get plastic surgery because they think that they are somehow preserving their youth in a way that like is ultimately going to do something for them.
Yeah,
And they're like, it's a
it's
denial of death, basically, or a denial of the loss of your youthful sexuality or whatever.
yeah.
And it's like, if that's why you're doing it, you're not actually cheating anything, and maybe you need to just get
No.
some therapy. But also, like, if it's a sort of like a way of embracing almost like your gender expression of like, this makes me feel
Yeah.
more womanly or sexy or whatever, like, I'm down for that.
Isabella, we were talking about Taylor from Secret Lives.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, dang.
I don't know if Taylor Swift's had any surgery. I'm certainly not brave enough to critique it on the internet if she has.
I don't know the last time I've looked at her. We were talking about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and then also just some plastic surgery that people have been having. Okay, I didn't we were talking about the wrong
Yeah,
we had two different
different.
Taylors going on. But it's so wild to me as I got into like consuming more Mormon content that they are so about the aesthetics, like the med spas and the Botox and all of the things to like, keep pretty for their husbands and stuff is so crazy. Because those things I've seen on social media, I'm like, no, ma'am, you do not. Do you have a cosmetology license? Because I can see that
Because
you
if
are
so,
not
we
doing
need to
these
call the
extensions.
board and ask them to
Yes.
reevaluate.
Wait, Jess, where are you in this season?
Um, I'm trying to think. What happened last?
Did you
Um,
go? You saw the Halloween party.
I saw the Halloween party.
Did they go
Jen,
to Arizona, New
not
Mexico?
yet. I think the last thing was Whitney's baby shower. I'm like, girl, one, that's your third baby, and also you basically should call that a sip and see because the baby's already here. But I think that was the last episode I watched. Her baby Bailey's baby shower, and then the other ones are
Oh,
at
okay.
Hibachi.
I'll keep my comments to myself because it'll just spoil stuff.
Anna,
They do. They do. Eerily look similar.
you know,
Yes.
Joseph did not give any specific directions about, being in a K hole,
No,
but
because I
he
want.
has given some specific instructions about coffee.
Yes, and it's not even just caffeine, it's coffee and tea, I
It's
think.
specifically coffee and tea.
They can have soda because they sure be at Swig
Okay.
getting 40-ounce sodas with
Because I
17
was so
syrups.
confused because I thought it was caffeine, and I was like, the way that these girls are at Swig, I
No, no, it's
Nope,
coffee.
it's coffee and
Coffee is the devil's
of course.
nectar.
That's how he gets to you.
That's
That's how they lure you to the dark side through that coffee.
there is
It's
literally
so
a
good.
very, I mean, no disrespect to any Latter-day Saint, but in my opinion, as an outsider, a very funny clip of somebody tearfully at conference talking about how this faithful grandma went to church all the time and like what a great wife and Mormon she was, but she's not getting into the highest level of paradise because of her morning cup of coffee. And like literally, this woman is like weeping at the idea of this person not
Oh
because
my
of this
God.
cup of coffee. And I'm like, okay, well,
It, I
This Tarte doing a brand, of course.
Tarte is always doing
I
problematic
mean, Tarte,
trips.
I
I
wouldn't
did
be
not.
surprised. Aren't they the one with the brand trips? I'd be like the only other one is Tarte or Charlotte Tilbury. That would make sense to collab with them. Because ketamine can be prescribed medicinally, it's a gray zone. But even on the show, the way they do it, I've seen people who are like, yes, like ketamine therapy is a real thing, but the way they do it on the show, they make it seem like just the casual thing, like when people get like electrolytes intravenously, like they just do it in such a casual spa-like
Yeah.
setting. They're like, that's not how, it's not the normal way.
12 Wise is going
Correct.
to get you into that highest level. Some people in the branches of Mormonism think you have to have at least 3 wives to get into the highest level of heaven. So
Good
Oh,
luck on your race.
yeah.
good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
Charlotte Tilbury is too commissive. The Mormons, I have well, I've been watching that show behind, but I'm like, I need to get back to my Mormon lore. I'm straying from the I'm
Got to
straying
get
from the
back in
light.
the Mormon trenches. Well,
Stop
caffeine's
questioning
okay,
their
I think. Yeah.
righteousness. Yeah, caffeine's okay, just not in coffee and tea. Those are
Yeah.
the devil's
I
beverages.
do think some of the older Mormons, like in the 50s and stuff, didn't have soda out of an abundance of caution. But I think that the more recent generations have realized you can't get through American living without some kind of caffeine source.
It's no, because they know that that's a hindrance.
Putting up with 12 men, I think, should get you into a higher level of heaven, honestly.
The
If you want
highest.
12 husbands, more
12.
power to
2
12.
you.
sounds like a nightmare.
12 sounds,
12.
honestly, that sounds like a UTI. That's what that sounds like to me.
It sounds absolutely horrible. Um, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
It's just patriarchy because it's always, well, multiple wives. Just so many things. Oh, Mara, I was gonna text you something because I haven't been watching Sister Wives, and I think recently they had the episode with
Yeah, I've
and I was like, you know
surmised
what, I
that
think I
from,
might bow out here.
yeah,
And I haven't been watching, just seeing like the subreddit. I'm like,
just seeing the
I don't
clips
want to
I've seen,
watch it
I'm like, I
anymore.
don't, yeah.
I looked at I had seen this photo before, but someone posted it again, the photo at the funeral of someone handing her the flag, and I lost it. And I was like, nope,
I
I'm
saw
not.
a clip about how apparently at the funeral, Cody, like, made it all about him and wouldn't let his sons participate. And I was like, I can't watch this. This is awful.
Was
I
that the thing that made not Madison? What's that one? What's the one who is married to Tony?
Oh,
McKelty. Is that
McKelty.
what caused the rift?
I don't know. That's just
Mhm.
my,
Carmen's styles have changed. Very consistent, you know it.
yeah. Robin, what were you going to say?
was gonna say I don't watch the show, but I had like
Really?
all of the TikToks on it on my For You page. And I was just like seeing how like she got the flag and then Cody made a big deal about not getting the flag and then someone was like, he was never gonna get the flag
Yeah.
because it goes to your wife or your
Your
mother.
next of kin. Yeah. Which is
Oh,
not you.
oh,
Because you're
God,
not
he
even on his
disgusts
birth
me.
certificate, you
Oh yeah, somebody
piece
else said
of
that.
shit.
And everything I keep hearing about like what happened and like I'm just like, wow, Cody and Robin really are the like I've always hated Robin.
Hmm.
They're really the worst.
I
You're
don't,
correct.
I think Cody's worse than Robin.
Well, yeah.
Because
And
Yeah.
like,
Robin at least is just trying to,
She had a goal when she came in,
yeah.
and it
she
did
did.
not work out. It worked out too well because I think you said this, Mara. I don't think she wanted to be the only wife. She
No.
wanted to be the
No.
priority wife, but
Yes.
still be able to, be like, okay, well, you at least spend 3 days away, one with each of them, and then
Who
come back
wants to
here. I get
spend
a
full
respite.
time with Cody?
No one.
Nobody,
No
not
one.
even her. And now she's like, damn,
Damn, this was
all of them
not what I
left.
thought we were doing here.
All of them left. Somebody come back, please. I need a break.
Why doesn't he just get like, I don't know, a new one?
Because he actually loves
Guys,
her.
yeah, he's like, when I met Robin, I just felt, yeah. I think she was
Robin.
like, no, I really did want what, because her little intro used to be like, I didn't want just want the man, I wanted the family.
Yeah.
She wanted to sit on her porch with her sister wife.
And now Janelle's sitting on her own porch at her flower farm, not having to put up with her BS. Yeah, I don't think I can watch anymore just based
Yeah,
on the clips I've seen because it's just
with Garrison, and I'm just like,
so sad.
I'm already too in my own head, and I can't watch that. And yeah, I saw that picture and I was like, that's enough. That's enough. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna I'm not gonna go in there. But
yeah. I mean, I'm glad from what I could tell in the clips, it looks like it's brought a lot of the siblings closer together, which I think is nice, but
yeah.
no, I'm
Do
done.
you think Robin's kids are included in that?
I think that the door is open to them if they want to walk through it, but they're in their own little weird mini family cult with
Those
Cody as
girls.
their cult
Cult
leader
leader?
for some reason.
Can you come with us while we go sample new churches? I just I can't do it.
They have loyalty to me.
You said that you liked them. And he said it was like a knife to my kidney.
After all these years. I love that guy who does the image, who does the skits, and
Yeah.
he plays both Cody and Robin, and he's got like the craziest wig that he wears with the curls.
And the
Oh my
the
god, that I'll
eyebrows.
watch.
It's I've loved watching the evolution of Leon because when they were younger,
Mm,
they were like one of the few kids who are like, I wanna grow up and live plural marriage. And then they went away to college and they're like, and then they went away further and they're like, no, absolutely not. And I'm
actually,
just like, I love that for you.
yeah, I do too.
Man. It is 10:30. Wow. But I think I'm gonna call it a night here so I can take Bales out one more time
Bailey.
and then lay me down to sleep. Thank you for joining me. And I especially enjoyed the trip down memory lane, thinking of the hotties of yore. Um,
But now it's time to say bye, bye, bye.
I no lie. This list had so many more people on it. I never that I was like, oh, Tom Cruise? No. I never thought he was that attractive. You know who I did think was Rob Lowe. I thought Rob Lowe was hottie.
Yeah, he's
Oh, my chaos demon.
a
Good
fine looking
night.
man.
Good
I
night.
just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about Helen Keller 2 days in a row.
I'm gonna be I'm
You're
gonna
so
do some
welcome.
tasteful offline research into exactly what happens at this festival. Um,
Yes, so tasteful. Yes, do that.
Yeah.
some discreet, demure Googling about what this festival is about.
Yes. Just a little demure research. Oh, cute. Good night, everyone.
Good night.